Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? Welcome back to our now weekly D&D sessions.
Yes, technically the first of the weekly.
So, going forward, every week on today, so that is Mondays for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere and Tuesdays for us in the Southern Hemisphere. We've got D&D. Art gets moved one day across, so you're not missing out on that. But yeah, welcome. I will turn it over to our wonderful DM.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to a fun new example of how D&D goes wrong with a bunch of chaos gremlins, basically. More than anything else.
We're not that chaotic.
I resent that.
What did he do?
You asked questions and found answers.
You know what?
I
Okay,
have
that
done
wasn't
nothing
me.
wrong ever in my life.
And yet, I still love them. But yes, welcome back, everyone, and we went out roving. We're now onto our 6th session already. It's almost been over a month, maybe almost 2 at this point in time, and where we've just been plugging along. And now at weekly, we can actually see if whether or not we can get more stuff done, which is exciting news.
Eevee!
Last time we had left,
That feel when you're too roleplay heavy to progress.
well, in and of itself, it's not bad, but there's also the point of times like, okay, we got through day 1.
Seriously.
That's a mark on the
Yeah.
chipboard, and now we've gotten through day 2, which is excellent.
We're doing it.
Indeed. Last time we had left off, the group had both successfully captured the Awwor, and were debating upon what to do next, although most of the day had transpired at this point in time. And upon returning to the inn for respite for the evening, encountered an individual, particularly a group of individuals that took issue with one of Raya's apparel, specifically with how it related to his mentor. But after a very brief and sudden bout of violence, the bandits were put down and a interrogation was had for a brief period of time where there's a bit of a brutalistic approach was taken on for a short period of time, but which kind of had this moment of growth for Raya in the process. But we eventually found ourselves making our way to the inn once more, and where a heart-to-heart and heartfelt discussion was had between Raya and Safi, and later on into the evening. But the group itself was able to collect a reward, and bed down for the evening, and that was where we find ourselves in the next morning, coming to wakefulness of the dawn of a new day, a rooster crowing in the background, waking everyone up, and the smell of cooking already beginning to waft up from downstairs. So at this point in time, as you're all slowly coming to wakefulness, I presume a terrace being the first up per usual, what would you all like to do for this day?
Let me switch us over the right screen.
Hmm.
I
I'm
want to go
getting
look at the
coffee.
hole.
What?
I want to go look at the pit.
Oh.
The hole that the Otiug
Oh.
made in the floor.
Okay,
Well,
that makes much
You
more
did,
sense.
technically.
Are you all having this discussion in your rooms? Have you made your way down to the bar at this point in the morning?
Safi would have insisted at this point that they have this conversation in the room away from prying ears.
Yeah. That's smart. That's
Very
smart.
much this was an amateur mistake that we made, and we're not fucking making it again on my watch.
Valid.
Yeah.
Very much. As you all reconvene then in a terrace in Allegan's room, as it is the one that actually has a large enough area, as well as also a bench off to one side and center, so it allows for some amount of easy sitting within it.
You see that the desk in the room has just completely been taken up by alchemical equipment, as well as like notes and papers as Allegan has been trying to figure out the spell work. Because unfortunately, the spell you gave me, Ursa, is one above my level.
Uh-huh.
So,
Really? It's a second level spell.
that's third level.
Blink is a second level.
Is Blink? Let me double check. Because if I can put it in my spell book, I would love to, but I
It
don't think
should
I can.
be
Let
second
me-
level.
Third
me-
level
third.
transmutation.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So
You'll make use of it at some point.
yeah, so I
Wow.
basically copied it into my book using one of my pages, but have not been able to like quite decipher the process yet. He's still kind of like figuring it out. As he's just kind of like looking it over and being like, I'm good at magic. I should be able to figure this out.
Safi sits on your notes. Okay, so
No.
it's fine. Look, I want to go investigate the spooky ancient hole. Just give it a little bit of a glance. 'Cause I mean, it could be just one of those old mansions, and if it is, I mean, we're getting a lot of money from it. But it didn't really look like it. So
There was also things that fell in that we could also get.
there are some cool things that fell in, and I would come on, like we were in a fucking Otyuk's lair, and shit fell in, and then there's also some like there was some lizard people, and I don't know what their deal is, but I don't know, maybe they're friendly when we talk to them.
I guess friendly, or at the very least pragmatic. Might be able to strike a deal with them, or if worse comes to worse, we can either avoid them, or and Rai just makes a cutting motion with his neck.
Before
Exactly.
anything, there is two things we should do.
Hmm?
The first is paying off the money owed.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
We should not leave town before we do that, because he will hunt us down probably.
We
And
should
There's no
go to the
probably
pit
about it.
before we pay him down.
Wait.
No,
we
we
should
should do.
Considering
We
should-
considering we had originally told him we would pay him on our return with the
Oh.
Otyug yesterday, it would be recommended we go first thing this morning.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
Secondary, and Ateris is going to pull out the box that she showed Safi the evening prior and hand it over to Allegan.
What is this?
Happy birthday.
What? That's not. Oh shit. Thank you. He'll.
It
open the
has
box.
the card, sort of. You can see the ink is a little bit fresher where Ateris has written Raya and Safi's names on there or beneath her own.
Yeah. Oh, that is so sweet. You did not have to do anything. You already helped pack for everything.
This has
Thank
been
you.
something I've had purchased for a while now, before we were aware of our adventure.
Oh, and he'll open it up and see what's inside.
Inside there is a ambitious medics box. It is
Oh
a
my god!
Ooh.
it is a wooden box that has two halves that are magically locked by ornamental clasps. They can only be opened during certain times of the day. One box, the box is about 1 foot wide, 2 feet long, weighs 3 pounds. And the left side is locked with a metal clasp decorated with a sun. From dawn till dusk, you can open the left side of the box and it's got the same contents and functions identically as a healer's kit. Each day at dusk, it locks and regains its uses.
Oh,
Ooh.
On the right side, locked by a metal clasp is a moon smoking a pipe. And you can open it at nighttime. It contains 3 pewter steins, a flask, and a wooden pipe. While holding the flask, you can use an action to speak its command, followed by either beer, wine, or whiskey. And when you do, it fills with up to 4 gallons of beer, 1 gallon of wine, or 8 ounces of liquor.
Oh my god.
What?
Depending on the chosen drink, it can be poured out as an action up to 1 gallon per minute. And once it's been used up, it can't be used until the next night.
I will say it's a very
and-
light beer.
Yes.
That's fine.
If you are
I'm
if you
shocked in
are
person, not
attuned,
just a character.
if you're attuned to it and proficient with medicine skill, you can open either side of the box at any time. Ursa and I were going through options for a birthday gift from Ateris to
Oh my god.
Allegan. This is why Ateris started with so much less money than the rest of everyone and did not spend it before we left. Because Ateris spent it on this.
I'm gonna cry.
So yeah.
This is so
And
gay.
out of character.
This is so gay.
Riot is literally just looking like, huh? Wait, you're 60 years old now?
No.
Holy shit, you're old as balls.
Wait,
I'm
Fuck.
45. That is not that
That's old as balls.
Hold on. Wait. Raya is like, oh shit, it's your birthday, and he just starts. First, he's just gonna start doodling something in his notebook. He's probably not gonna get it. He's probably gonna get fast enough, but now he has another reason to go ahead and visit that thrift shop.
Allegan will give Ateris a massive hug, just like, this is the nicest thing anybody has ever gotten for me.
Actually, really sad.
What? This is awesome. I have a pipe to smoke.
Yeah.
I have unlimited drink. I have medical supplies that I can use, and the possibilities. I wonder if we can store things in the box, if that is possible, or if they disappeared. How does it work? As he like turns it over and starts like looking and investigating it.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I will say if you're adding it to your D&D Beyond inventory, you'll probably have to go and save it from the homebrew section first. It's a Griffin
grabbed
saddlebag item.
Okay.
So
It showed up for me.
sweet, awesome. Probably because I had it added.
That's a dirty 20.
I can remove that
Ooh.
from my inventory.
The items themselves take up the full amount of space within the compartment itself, and there is definitely a magical enchantment there that things that would be put into it do not replicate within it, simply because of the fact that they would then mess with the enchantment. It's bound to like kind of those specific items. So it has cloths, bandages, gauze, like medical supplies, cloth shears, needle, thread, things like that. Very like rubbing alcohol and disinfectant and similar. And then the 3 steins. So they are very well compact and packed together at that point in time. So
Okay.
so probably like adding stuff to it, you could do it for like a period of time if it was something like with inside those spaces, but they would probably be ejected or be destroyed when the enchantment then restarted at the start of the day.
Okay. Well, if I have this, can I attune to it now, or do I have to wait? And then if I have this, can I actually give my medic kit to a terrace? One of my medic kits.
sure.
I'll still keep one as a backup. But you having one is not a bad idea. And can I just do an insight to see if I can figure out what Safi and Raya's wisdom is, and who seems the more wise of the two to hand the second one?
What?
Sure thing.
What?
I have 2 medic kits,
Oh.
And both of
mean-
you are fast, but I also don't want to give this to you if you're going to stab somebody with it.
I'm so hurt right now.
So which one of you are the more wise?
do you want us to tell you just above table stuff?
I'll fucking roll for it.
Fuck it,
Who-
do it.
Who looks more trustworthy of the two of you? Another dirty 20.
Wait,
Damn.
are you wise or trustworthy?
Wise.
Yeah, that's okay.
You
Okay.
neither
Because you
one
have
are
to have some
trustworthy.
wisdom to use it.
You get the feeling that
Yeah.
Raya probably actually relies more on his own natural resistances and doesn't particularly care as much about like disease and similar. While Saffron, it has been very aware and concerned about about being a more survival oriented. So probably between the two of them, the most likely between the two of them who has at least like some amount of basic survival skills in terms of medicine or otherwise would probably be Saffron.
Okay. I will go up to Safi holding up the second medic box. Safi, this is my backup medic kit. I know you are not particularly trained in medicine, but I think you could make use of this in an emergency, and I trust you with this. I think you are incredibly intelligent and will figure this out in no time. But if you would like some assistance with maybe some basic first aid, I would be happy to teach you how to. Yes.
Safi just looks at Allegan. Safi just looks at Allegan a little bit insulted before starting to lift his shirt up his side and move some of his fur out of the way, and you see this like jagged sort of scar along his ribs, and it's just like, I did this by myself with one of those. I think I know how to use them.
I did not think you didn't. I was just
Takes the kit.
You could make use of this. I am sorry that I should just, and he'll just, I'm going to go get coffee. Thank you. Please
Raya,
do not sing. Whatever you do, he points at each of them. If I hear any music that ring-a-lings to the happy birthday tune, one of you,
Happy.
I will take
Raya,
fingers for
Raya
my
is-
collection. And he shakes a little bottle of finger bones that he
That's
pulls out
weird.
of his pocket.
That's weird. I'm gonna admit
I
that's a
don't-
little weird.
I know the game Knucklebones exists, but I don't think it's literal.
No, these are for research purposes, and if you do not want your fingers included, shh.
Ateris,
Okay,
you feel
okay.
a light tap on your shoulder as you see Thittershin's kind of leaning up to you and ask, "What's a birthday?"
Raya immediately decides he should be elsewhere.
It is
And he
a
drags Algan with him.
it is a celebration that society has created for the day of your birth or your creation, your awakening, so to speak.
So would that mean I'm 2 days old?
Technically, yes.
So that means every day is my birthday.
No, it's generally a yearly thing. So your birthday would be next year on the
But
same
why?
day that you woke up.
Don't you celebrate it every day?
In a sense, but it's just a bigger celebration on a yearly thing.
That's so long.
I know. She just pats. Pats on the shoulder.
But is there anything else that wishes to be discussed within the group here, within the room itself, before you all descend to go and get coffee and have a morning breakfast?
Nope.
I don't think there's a way for me to get Allegan alone for a little bit, is there?
You could ask.
Hey, Doc?
Yes.
You mind if we, talk a little bit before we go to get coffee?
Oh, of course. And he will follow you wherever you lead him.
He's gonna go into, uh, the room that he and Safi are staying in for the time being.
All right.
Oh,
Saffron. Nope, up here. To the north.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, good.
Which one is this one?
Here. Yes.
Okay.
While Saffron, Ateris, and Thittershins go downstairs to begin breakfast, you two step away over to the side room.
Uh, sorry for dragging you away from everyone like this. I just
It's fine.
this has actually been in my brain for like ever since I found this out, but do you and he actually looks a little bit nervous. Is like, do you think you can take like another look at me or something?
Like in a medical sense or romantic sense? Like, where are we going with this?
In the transmutation sense.
Oh, magically, I see. Yes. Yes, I can. I will ritually cast detect magic again,
Okay.
as I just kind of go through the motions and.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Yeah. I'm taking a picture of it. That's a natural 20.
What?
You still see that same
Jesus!
aura that was there beforehand in itself. That was.
I don't know what's
And you would be,
happening.
I would say, with that, then that you'd be able to, with the natural Arcana check, to be able to identify. Because what's the total on that? With your.
That's. I think it's 20. Yeah, 28.
Then you would be able to tell that
Thank you, Vox Machina dice.
the aura is coming from the pin.
Oh. All right. As I'm just kind of like looking him
Or at least
over.
that the pin itself is like kind of the connecting point to Raya about this magic.
All right. I will tell him as such.
That
The pin seems to be the strong focus of this. Have you ever taken it off?
Raya thinks himself like, no, not really. The only times I ever like taken it off was when whenever I go to sleep and I take the rest of my clothes off, and even then, I still kind of hold on to it. What? What
Do I
does it
get
have
a
to do with?
read on it? With that natural 20, do I get a read on like anything different now that I don't have Safi's aura kind of distracting me?
No, because the natural 20 is like over the 25 is what allows you to identify that it is the pin that the magic is connected to. It's still giving you like very much like it's very much so attempting to obfuscate itself in the fact that there is even magic upon Raya, and the fact that there is magic upon like coming from the pin that's connected to him.
Hmm.
Like it's not sentient per se, but it's definitely higher level magic, and it's certainly at this point in time
And it is illusion in
illusion in transmutation.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say also that's when you'd see that you also see like beneath those two there's an underlying coat of abjuration.
Abjuration. Okay, give me a second to write that down. Okay, so illusion, transmutation, and just a smidge of abjuration.
A smidge of abjuration underneath both of those.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Neat.
I'm starting to not like how you say that.
This is I have never seen anything like this. This is fascinating. I, I honestly have no idea what this does. Though without Safi's until kind of like wave in the air, I can definitely see like a little bit of abjuration underneath. I imagine the illusion is so that I will stop looking at it, and the transmutation seems to be the main qualifier. But the abjuration, that is interesting. Raya, I know that you are particularly attached to this, but would it be possible that I were to study it not right now, but in the evenings, perhaps when we come back from our adventures, if I have any energy left for spells, I would very much like to use them on this.
Yeah. You see, if- at the notion of Raya parting with the pin,
I will be in the room with you if you
there is
have
a
time
no,
with me
there
after
is
all.
no like, there's just like this tense. He just gets really tense, and he kind of just. There's a hard look on his eye and on his face as he stares at Elegant,
Mm-hmm.
but he calms down a little bit and just shakes his head, just like, I asked you about this, so I guess if I'm in a room, we could probably see what's going on with it.
Can I ask what your concerns are? You seem very hesitant.
This My mentor giving me this pin is more than just him saying that I'm his apprentice. If
What? So you're like
he
his
just
son?
Raya does not say anything, but he's just looking to the side awkwardly.
Oh,
He
I don't know if that was because I was correct.
no, it's very much his like he's kind of like that shy. Okay, well you say it out loud. It's embarrassing.
Why is it
It's that
embarrassing
kind
to
of
be
thing.
considered somebody's son?
No. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing at all. I just he's the closest things I've had to a father ever since I lost mine, and it's just I know what it means. It's just still feels nice thinking about, you know? And but it's like it's implied but not officially. So
Well, it's as official as it needs to be. One person says, "I want you to be my son," and you say, "Okay. Do you prefer dad, papa, or your first name?"
you know, I would like to live in your shoes for just a little bit, Doc. Just to see how you think about things.
Uh, it is
Not
very loud, and sometimes it makes sleeping difficult. But other than that, I would say it's pretty good at my brain. Um,
oh,
Also, it's nice to have a spare. Uh,
what? No,
I was
no,
making
no.
a joke about the brain that I took yesterday. Haha.
Aha! Ha ha ha! Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that around most people. But
It was a
aside,
pretty
but
funny joke.
I guess, seriously, thanks for humoring me about this.
I mean, it is not humoring you. It's an important question to ask. You have magic that you are not familiar with on you, and do you want to know why?
Yeah. Oh, and
Understandable and valid.
yeah. Also, this doesn't leave either of us. Not the pin thing. What I'm about to ask you next.
Oh, can I make that decision after I hear it? Because if you say
It's not. It's
I'm
not.
going to kill
It's
someone, then I
not bad.
make
It's
that
no, no,
decision.
no, no, no. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just something that we should probably you should probably figure out after I figure out how to approach it.
Oh, okay.
Let's let's not mention the enchantment around Safi for the time being.
Oh, I was not planning on doing that. They seem incredibly discomforted by magic.
Yeah. But aside from that, I think that's everything.
I do have a question for you. Um, so Saffron had magic on them as well, and I am concerned about approaching them about it. Should I perhaps try to study it from afar and see if I can figure it out?
Actually,
Um, or
I
should
think
I
you
approach
sh-
them about it?
I think you should leave it to me, and if I make progress, we is like both Safi and I will approach you about it.
What if I like
We
wrote down questions for you
no,
and you could
no, no. This I don't. I was like, Safi's already on the fence about you. I do
What have
not
I
want.
done?
Don't worry about it. Okay? I don't want you to pry too far and have him resent you.
Ivan, I've only tried to be
Just
nice. There was the banana
I
moment.
let I know, but sometimes people is like making friends can be very weird, and sometimes even though the potential for a good friendship is there, it might take a while. Just give
Ugh,
Sappy
you
time
sound like
to
my
warm up.
mother.
No, like give Sappy time to warm up around you. Don't pursue the friendship. The friendship will pursue you. I'm
That sounds like a
not.
threat. Let's just go get coffee and pretend the
Please,
second part
please,
didn't happen.
please. Okay, go.
So do
Also,
you give? So does
I'm
Raya
gonna go
give
make love to
a
that coffee
pin?
machine again.
no, not yet, not
DM, I would
yet.
love to. I'd like to roll to seduce the coffee machine.
Wait. Are you asking if Raya gives Allegan the pin?
I am.
Not right now. I don't want it.
No.
Okay.
No, not right now.
All right. So as the two of you depart, then heading downstairs.
I'm gonna do the same thing where I write down that Raya and I talked about this because I don't know if the pin's gonna like try to fucking make me forget or something.
All right. The two of you then head on downstairs. Have a terrace and Saffron spoken about anything during this time? Or have you two just been enjoying having a very pleasant morning coffee and breakfast?
Yeah. They're just I think they're eating. And when the other two eventually join them, they're probably hearing, yeah, so like I had to eventually like, go after the guy cuz he tried to steal one of my ribs. So that obviously wasn't doing. But it was all resolved in the end. It's fine, and he only had to, be on bed rest for about 3 weeks. Not too bad. I was
Only.
nice to him. I was nice. I was nice.
That
can
is
walk.
honestly pleasant compared to what I would have done.
Exactly. And that's what I said. But my boss was like, "Oh, you went too hard on him." And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I fucking did not. I was positively polite."
And this is why I'm not your coworker.
Yeah.
Can Ateris be cleaning that +1 scimitar that we found the previous day while
Sure.
sitting at the table?
Found.
Absolutely. There's a fairly wide berth of people around who are walking around the bar at this point in time in the morning. There's definitely, as more and more like as the days have progressed on, like more and more people have been kind of coming on through here, and there's definitely a bit more of a cheer to it than is the surprising normal. It's still a fairly rundown, unpleasant place overall in general, but many of them you can see are people who have been kind of cured of this sickness that had taken place over the past like several months, and now with the additional supplies that have been brought, as well as also the help from Elegant and towards the DC, as well as Thittershins, the village of Opal has begun to definitely kind of make this turnaround back to its former underbelly self. But at least it's
Happy.
the people are healthier.
Well, not happy. Okay.
Happy is a strong word for Opal.
Happy.
But Elegant, you are
Yeah.
indeed able to go ahead and make yourself espresso, cortado, macchiato, whatever of the coffee drinks that you would so choose to fancy.
Perfect.
But so the point, and you will have a fairly pleasant breakfast, which does cost. Here it is 4 silver per person. So for the 5 of you, 2 silver.
Okay.
Flanders
Terrace
does
would have
charge you
paid
for the
for
second
that.
the Flanders does charge for the second day usage of the coffee machine, which that is a silver.
Ateris would pay for that as well.
Flanders, I
Alright.
thought that we were bonding. We were having.
Look, the first day I was doing a favor for my good friend over there, but second day
We are
usage come.
friends. I will make.
We
you
are
the supper.
acquaintances. I trust a terrorist to do exactly as she does, and I trust her to punch my lights out if I don't even let you use the coffee machine. So I'm allowing you to make use of it, but I do need to be compensated for the beans themselves.
I am using my
Yeah,
beans.
he's a businessman.
I'm using my beans.
Yes,
Oh,
means
so
I
his
still
beans-
need to be. I still must be then compensated and for the use of the machine and the maintenance and quality work that has to be done into the upkeep afterwards.
Being so fine. Fine. You are a businessman. It is your machine. I bow to your.
Plus, I paid you all a very handsome sum for bringing me the Oyu yesterday. I think that puts us on a fairly even playing field between all of us.
Mm-hmm.
For which I am greatly appreciative once again.
What are you gonna name the yacht yug?
Name it.
Yes,
don't
you give
know.
it the name because it is your pet.
I'm not even like it just yes as a pet. Just he's like, you could just be like something like, hey, milk. It's like throw the guy to Fred. Who's Fred? And then there's a yacht yug right there.
It is good.
He kind of like strokes his chin and kind of like the large gold chain hanging around his neck, and it's like, What?
That's a good name.
Like the name Wart.
Okay.
Fits his
Okay.
personality, I think.
It's a
He's
really
very
Still,
good name.
it still hasn't woken up yesterday from the beating you all gave it, I presume, but insofar it seems like it hasn't died from its injuries yet, so we call that a plus.
Well, we
Indeed.
made sure to take it to a certified veterinarian, or at least the good equivalent for this area.
Nadisi said it was healthy, so
Oh, that's great then. This works out perfectly fine for all of us then. Don't even need to come and speak to her face to face.
I am concerned about what is going to happen to the Sotiog, but also fuck that thing.
That's fine.
Oh, may I presume that you're going to be spending another evening here at the inn?
Maybe
Probably one more.
Maybe.
just one.
We'll want to
One-
rest after we
One
dig
last
around,
one.
you know?
One
Then I
last adventure.
And that would be 2 silver for the each of you at this point. I see that while you have lost your 5th companion, you have picked up a new one at this point in time, so it will be the full gold piece then at that point.
Yeah,
Paris
that's
will
fine.
pay for that one as well.
Wonderful, excellent. Then I have other customers to go ahead and take care of, and so have a blessed, great morning to the rest of you. And good luck to whatever trouble you find yourselves in.
All right, and I think we gotta go sell some stuff now. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to Thulin's.
Alright.
He's
So
not
y'all
going
make
to
your...
be mad, is he?
Well, I mean, so long as you pay him, he'll be okay.
I have the money.
And you don't try and steal anything else, it'll
I
be
didn't steal
okay.
anything.
You did.
I did not.
He knows. You took something. I'm proud of you for that. But you still took something and you didn't pay for it. And you want to be on this guy's good side. Trust.
Alright, so you all exit out from the Fair Prospect. Pardon me.
Don't die.
Please don't.
Sorry, I was
die.
a sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
indeed.
you all... Thank you. So you'll head out from the Fair Prospect and you head down the road itself once more, passing by the smithy and heading over to Thulin's Bins once more.
Right,
The
wave
sh-
at the smithy.
There's a heavy clang and bang already as the fire has already been lit and they're hard at work, making use of the materials that they have been able to, that have been brought to them or in one way, shape, or form from the various different salvagers. There are more people out and about within the town itself, and you can see that there are people who have already begun to kind of pack and rangers that are kind of, well, not rangers, but like hunters and craftsfolk that are beginning to kind of rove out towards the edges of Awwor itself to get prepare for the next day's hunting or similar. But you all are able to make your way to Thulin's Bins without issue, and the door itself, though, is closed. And the lights on the inside are dim and dark at this point of time.
Right,
Does
we're
it
knocking the
have,
door.
like- yeah, does it have like indicators of like we open at?
Make a investigation check,
Sure.
Everyone?
if you so wish.
Okay. Ah, I rolled a 3, so that's a 2.
Mine it's not much. Oh wait, I actually have proficiency in investigation. That's oh god, basic math. No, 8 plus 6.
14.
Thank you.
14 is good enough in order to, well, you don't necessarily find it a timetable opening. One thing that you do kind of like get the feeling recognition of and was the fact that Thulin probably works more closer on a midday to midnight schedule, simply because of the fact that they are a salvage shop.
Oh,
So
I
for
thought this
them,
was all fucking.
that too, possibly. But because they're a salvage shop, that they probably go through all the different sorts and whatnot of stuff that comes in from the different relic hunters and similar that go out in the morning and return in the afternoon or similar.
Gotcha.
Especially since it takes about a day of travel from here to the village of the town of Dapplegate. So for them at that point in time, it works better for him. Like most people would come in the later hours of the evening or into midnight almost, but which for them he's still up and about and around. While fairly early in the morning, probably not prime hours for Thulin.
Mhm. Well, I don't know if we should like put it on the porch with the notes.
Nope. We'll come back later.
But we have things to do. What if
Yeah.
we at least leave a note?
I'll leave a
Alright.
note. Alright. I'm gonna
Very
write.
concerned what Sappy's gonna write on this note.
I'm gonna, first things first, extend my hand towards Allegan. Expectantly.
What?
Paper?
Oh, yes, and I will just give them like a spare sheaf and
In the most obnoxious curly cursive I can do of just hey handsome, missed you in the morning. I'll see you later with my friends. Don't miss me too much. And I'm just gonna
Here's a question. Are you trained in sleight of hand?
am I trained in it?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So, I'm going to have you make a charisma check, but add your proficiency bonus.
Oh. Okay. Cool. So it's a
Interesting.
-1. Okay. Okay. Come here, Zelia Dice. Don't fuck me! That's an actual 20!
Oh
That's an
my
actual 20!
god!
So
What's the roll
19.
today?
So 19.
It's actually perfectly good and actually quite beautiful script and handwriting.
Safi, I never knew that you had such nice handwriting.
Neither did I.
This is kind of half my job. Like at the very bottom, he's gonna kind of turn his body a little bit and write just a tiny little at the very, very bottom of the page in Thieves' Cant. I'll see you later.
Sure thing. Easy enough.
And then sign it with equally obnoxious cursive, just Safi, and then like doodle a tiny little cat.
All right.
Can we all see that?
I would if they had rolled lower, I would say yes, but because the handwriting is already obnoxious cursive, that in this case I will say no.
Okay. Alright. So I guess the next thing we're doing is dropping
Pit.
citizens off at daycare?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need
And
to.
then pit.
Sorry.
And then
Wait,
Pit.
What's the pit?
No,
Wait,
it's
don't-
nothing.
it's like-
dangerous, and we need you to stay.
Also,
with
this is a
Legacy.
question.
You have things to learn.
What's up?
Are you all bringing the horse and cart?
Probably.
No.
Maybe?
We
I'd
might-
say
We
I'd
might
say
actually
yes in
want
case we
to.
I don't
bring-
want them to
in
get
case we find
eaten.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They might get
Alright, so you're
eaten.
It won't. We're leaving them up at the surface.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
So you're taking horse and cart. All right. So much to Thittershin's chagrin, you drop them off at DC, who welcomes them up and says brightly to them that we have seed planting today. We have supplies, and Thittershin brightens up at the idea of different plants, and but is able to then depart your care at this point in time without too much additional fuss. And then you all head back on the road to the north, to the south, out of Oparl, and eventually find yourselves once more heading towards that nearby, like kind of almost like low-run creek bed, heading down to that small cave that you had noticed beforehand. Eventually, you find yourselves making your way into the cavern once more and tying up the horse outside of the cavern itself. Where is there? You are. You approach the cave once more. I don't need to go anymore.
Yeah, please tell me there's not just their brother.
There's not just another random. Oh, you get this point, Tim. But we find yourself. You all find yourselves once more sitting outside at the edge of this large pit that descends down into the darkness below. Well, into the down below into a. You can hear kind of the slow slosh of water of what sounds like a small water descending into a pool itself. And you can make up the vague outlines of what looks to be some amount of phosphorescent fungi.
Okay. So we're gonna need a way in that's safe, but we can't leave a way out. So
I can get myself down there, but I cannot take anybody else with me, unfortunately.
Well,
Then
All we-
perhaps you should stay up until the rest of us are down and you can
Mhm.
bring the rope with you. The question is, will you be able to get back up so that we could get out of here if needed?
I could make sure that I can reserve some energy.
Okay.
Doc, are you afraid of
Indeed.
heights?
No.
Are you comfortable with wild rides? Of the
This is
of
not
the
helping with the conversation that you took me out earlier for wild
no,
rides,
listen,
secret conversation.
listen.
I
Okay,
get,
I'm
Raya, you are
thinking,
lovely.
I'm thinking.
You are
No,
so
no.
nice. You will find a good, lovely
Doc,
person who will appreciate you.
Doc,
Raya. This
Doc,
guy?
Doc. I have to say, you are far too weak to ever be my type. Hey,
How
as
much
I
psychic
was
damage do I need
saying,
to roll for?
Roll a d4.
Wow, that's psychic damage right there.
3.
Damn.
That's a vicious mockery if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
oh my god. I'm sorry. You just kept going on and on, and I didn't know what. But anyway, I'm saying we don't have to make it so that anyone can get up. All we need to do is just make it so that I can get down and get up, Safi can get down and get up, and
No,
Atera
no.
seems like they would be able to get down and get up pretty easy.
I
Considering that either is like that, you don't have the strength to climb like that. You have
that
two
is not the
choices.
concern. Trust me, Raya, I can do this.
Wait. Quick question. Very,
Mhm.
very quick question. I just had a thought. Safi reaches into his shirt and pulls out the potion of growth. How big does this make me?
Pretty big.
Double your
Big
size.
enough that if I big enough if I take it and then jump down, I could like carry you guys down. Like,
Well, I was just thinking that we could, we have two options. We can take the rope, everybody comes down, we tie a rock to the end of the rope and then throw it up because you're pretty strong. The other option is, we could do whatever the wild ride option is. And then option 3 is I do magic.
Actually, quick question. With the hole, are there any like I know hole, but is there any oh god. Okay, is
say
there
it.
any
Say
no
it.
no. I
Full
say
chest.
hole, but is there anything on the side on the side of the hole that we can climb up or climb down without
Oh, that's a
anything?
good point. Or is it like just
Um,
directly into water?
It's pretty much directly into water. But I will say also that the hole is both not perfectly round, and that there is you do know that it's technically the top of a like a cavern at this point in time. So it does kind of come up to the sides, but there's also chunks of it that are like if too much weight is put onto the side, will probably fall away as well.
Mm.
What magic would you be proposing, Doctor?
I may have been working on something last night that I would really like to try out. I am very excited about this. I've never done this spell, but
Then let's give that a go. Nothing better than practice in person.
practical application is the first step to theory.
I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but okay.
Well, establishing a theory. But anyways, go in the hole and let me do magic.
Okay.
I promise it is not magic on anybody else except for myself.
I personally don't care. More just listen. If it's you end up getting stuck in that hole, we're the ones who are gonna have to deal with it. So, just I'm like 2 seconds away from just saying cowabunga and jumping into the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
I am about to
the
jump.
booker
We're
in
about to
me
jump
hates
in.
that.
Pull. Wait. How shallow is the pool?
The pool itself, you remember, was pretty deep because the fact the Alt-Yug fell into it and didn't take damage from
Oh,
falling.
that's
into it.
true.
So
The terrorist jumps in.
Oh god.
Yeah, right.
Hey!
Yeah, right after.
All right, so whoop, does Raya jump in?
Raya looks at Allegan.
Fine. Whatever you are going to do, wild ride man.
No, I was just gonna push you in if you don't get down there.
Can I use my Misty Step for the first time?
Let's go.
You can if you so wish, but hold on just a second here.
Okay.
As Ateris and Saffron are the first two to jump in, so let me grab
Oh,
their...
that's true. It might garner the
Yeah.
attention
Show
of
us.
some lizard boys.
By the way, if I cleaned up that sword, can I add that to my weapons?
Yes, you can add a +1 scimitar to your weapons.
Ooh.
Ooh, pretty map.
Wait, I
Well,
can
hold
see
on. Let me pull it out. Wait,
No, you two
wait.
have not yet jumped
What?
in yet.
Oh right. Okay.
Just
So-
that's the dead snake that the lizard folk were grabbing yesterday.
Oh.
So the two of you
Concerning.
jump in and go into the water down below with heavy. Hold on just a second here. Okay, that's that. All right. As you just dive into the pool itself, it's probably about a good 20 feet, 20, 30 feet deep at this point in time. As you can see, a small kind of river is running off into this point in time. The land itself does slope up and off to the northwest at this point in time, and you can see different bits and pieces of phosphorescent fungi and different plants all covering down many of these different kind of natural cavern surfaces itself as you landed the pool. The water is surprisingly, refreshingly cool at this point in time compared to the warm, humid air outside. And as you come, the cavern itself is probably about a good 10, 15 degrees cooler, which is a nice, welcome respite. The water is nice and clear, and you can see down the bottom of this pool, a number of different items and stuff that had kind of fallen from that refuse pit up above. But as well as also the main thing that had kind of caught the eye of the group of previously was that watertight case.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have that written in bold in my notes. I want that. Whatever that is.
Yep. Sappy's grabbing it, as well as I also saw else.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
crap.
But then Raya jumps in very shortly afterwards, and then followed by Sapphi's begin kind of swimming around at this point in time, and
Before Raya jumps in, he's gonna make sure that his book is in the bag of holding.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Who has the bag of holding right now?
Raya stole
A terrorist does.
Okay.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no! This is gonna be
No, I've got
bit.
this for you, and I will open up my protective case for my arcane spellbook and offer to have Raya put his in.
There's just this sigh of relief from Raya as he just kind of puts his journal in there and just mounts a quiet thank you before jumping up high and doing tricks before he gets into the water.
Damn it.
Sure thing. It's like sploosh.
So, you guys don't hear it from down where you are, but Elegant kind of like rubs his hands together, like, okay, first time. And as he says that, you see his visage disappear into mist, and it's like he like takes a step forward as if he's like about to just like walk into open air above the pit, and then appears next to a terrace. On
You
the shore.
appear 10 feet above a terrace and then fall into water.
Fuck. All right, so that's learning curves.
Because the spell only has a range of 30 feet.
It does.
And it is 40 feet
Stunning.
down to the surface of the water.
Damn it.
Oh, so you won't be able to. Okay, well.
I can't see shit.
No, because I haven't put your character.
Oh no.
Oh no, in general. I don't
Human.
have dark vision, and I think I'm the only one in the
You
Well,
did
group who
get
doesn't.
you did get the light orb thing yesterday though.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna
drift
use
globe.
light. Yeah, I'm gonna use the drift globe.
Alright, give me a second here, and I will have that. Oh.
Ah, I found the note.
Remind me once more, is it 10, 15, 15, or 20, 20?
For the orb.
Drift globe, yes, please.
Yeah. It casts daylight, so.
Well, if you have it
60
cast daylight.
feet. Oh.
Yeah, but if
Okay,
you just
what
like
does
tell it to
normally
activate.
do? Give me a second. Drift globe. Here's the globe. There's our globe. It's 60 feet. Where cause it to emanate light? Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Also, there's the thing in the water that Safi saw last time was a case and a bag and a bunch of money.
Yeah, the money is gonna be nice.
Okay,
'cause
so
you
so
said
it
most
uses
of the gold fell down there.
so it uses the light cantrip, but not. So do you want to use the daylight spell, or do you want to use just
the light cantrip?
No.
Okay, so the light cantrip is 20 and 20.
Daylight.
Yeah,
Okay,
God,
and the daylight only
instant
lasts
damage.
for yeah. So all right. So Elegant is now illuminating an area.
As he just like pops the little orb up into the air and is like,
All right, then
On.
Safi, I will give you.
just slaps it.
Then Safi, I will give you advantage on your investigation check to see how much money you pull up, because you're able to get the
Alright,
watertight
alright.
case.
Sick.
What's in the box?
Oh my God, that's advantage. Fuck. Well, there goes all the luck from the nat 20. Do I even get anything with invest? Of course not. 8.
8.
Ooh.
You're able to gather up like kind of a spare spattering of different coins in that. So I would say you're able to collect another 14 gold pieces, about another 100 copper, and about 32 silver.
Sick. Still good.
But sorry, I'm assuming you're all beginning to move out of the water itself, or you all just kind of treading
Yeah.
at this point.
A terrace
Oh, yeah,
is getting
yeah.
out of the water.
Raya is looking around mostly while he's
Sure thing.
walking. I guess the one thing that he's kind of looked for, are there any places to climb? Is like any good climbing surfaces that he can see underground?
There are a number of different kind of these rocky pillars in about and around, like they're kind of covered in moss. Like there's this one here. A number of these, like kind of, there's also a number of these stalagmites and stalactites that do actually go all the way up to the ceiling and meet with their own like limestone connections at one point here and there. There's an interesting mix of architecture here for a lot of different. Like much of it is natural cavern, but in general, all of you will be able to kind of vaguely see, like the cavern itself is almost has bits and pieces of it that's based upon stone or otherwise that looks made or manufactured in some fashion. One thing I will say that you all do not see is that you all do not see any lizard folk. The boa, the large snake there is currently has been mostly stripped of its skin and much of its meat. No internal organs, and you can see that it's been promptly fairly kind of ripped apart for any kind of actual flesh that remained. It's mostly skeletonized. You would not see. From you would see kind of a number of lizard folk footprints that are kind of heading into this river here. But then at that point in time they lose them, and it looks like they've departed from whatever this area was.
Okay, so this
Are
isn't
there
like
any
a
teeth?
native ground.
No, teeth have all been pulled out.
Ooh,
Fuck!
does the big snake have fangs?
Nah.
Or like the place there were? I'm just seeing if we can harvest those poison sacks.
No, those have actually all been harvested by the lizard folk already.
Damn. Okay.
You know what? Raya's not gonna leave. Raya ain't leaving with nothing. He's walking up to one of the ribs and breaking it.
Do I
Sure
like
thing.
say-
It's a fairly thin rib at one point in time, but it's easy enough for one to grab it.
Okay. All right.
Alright.
I got a souvenir. And if
Is
worse comes to
all you
worse,
ever wanted?
not quite, but if I sharpen it, it will be.
Okay.
But you all do have that watertight case as well.
Ooh, yeah. Let's crack that open.
Yeah, give it to Allegan to enjoy.
While they're cracking that open, Ateris is just
I don't
going
know
to
how to
keep
open this.
watch.
Yeah,
Sure thing.
I was gonna say
Go ahead
I
and make
would like to
a
have my head on a
perception
swivel.
check for me, Ateris.
Hmm.
A terrible
For Saffron and
Can I-
Allegan. Yes.
Can I give a terrace advantage, like to help with the perception?
I'd say sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because of your natural hearing. Because the chest is unlocked at this point in time, or at least the rusted and stuff has been so long. There are 3 potions, or 4 potions inside, excuse me.
Ooh. Do I recognize any of them?
Ooh.
You recognize 3 of them, which look to be healing potions. The 4th one looks like layers of sediment, but seems to slosh.
Okay. This one may be fucked up. What kind of healing potion are the 3 healing potions in there?
They look like regular healing potions.
All right, one for you, one for
Thank you for
one
that
for you.
advantage. I rolled a
Hey.
19, so that means 19 plus 6 is a 25.
25. For you, Ateris, you notice a couple of interesting things. The first thing you notice is that much of this, kind of the growth and plants itself, has an abundance of life here that you usually have via sunlight. But it's there's leafy foliage on it, but there's almost kind of this extra exuberance to life of plant foliage that is strange. The next thing you do notice is that there's a very little bit of a faint light coming from over in this direction that kind of seems to shift and flicker a little bit.
Which direction again, sir? Ooh, okay. Good to know.
The next thing you notice is that along with this slope is that you get the feeling that this river itself kind of curves probably up and around somewhere through this cavern system, and it comes back into this pool. You're kind of coming up about a 15-foot incline, just a quick slope going up. And you get the feeling that the river is kind of the main way into this cavern, at least from the west side. But there's, at least from what you can hear about the different sounds, the cavern does continue off in different directions. It's a fairly large one. The last thing that you would notice is that the architecture in here, from what you'd seen last, is decidedly not Clemson.
Do we
Mm.
recognize
I would say that particularly because of your heritage, there's definitely old elvish architecture in here.
Interesting.
Ateris is going to sort of just tap Safi on the shoulders. Sort of. It seems clear now, but just keep an eye out. I just need to check something out. And she's going to go after that glowing light source.
Shiny boy.
Sure.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, as you head over in that direction, The light
Nothing bad
seems
ever
to
happens to the Kennedys.
lightly, like, kind
I
of like,
just, I just had, I just remembered the last time one of my D&D characters went after a glowing light source when I was playing with Fox.
Oh,
Yeah.
how'd
Whoops.
that
as as you
Yeah,
kind
this
of
can
go
only
off,
go
like the
well.
light over there seems to dim and flicker, and then appear like brighten again suddenly further down the passageway over in this one.
Hmm. When you are all done, perhaps we should check out this way.
Yeah.
sure, that's fine. Did you find
Uh,
something?
Something of interest in elven architecture is. I just want to take a look.
All right.
What is Elven architecture doing down here?
Uh, other than rotting,
Yes, other than rotting.
it's probably sunk after many, many years. This is a pretty prevalent wetland. If
Would
it's
Ateris
sunk and
know
then
anything about the history before the Kalimshan nobles of this area?
Or go ahead and make it a history check. Well, I mean, it's possible. We'll see.
History check. I'm not as good at this. Hold on. That is an 16.
No,
No.
like this is like this looks like it's far enough down beneath stuff that it's really old. Like much, much, much older than the Kalimshan stuff.
I guess.
So yeah, we'll head towards that light then. Now that we've, is there anything else in the pool that we missed?
You gathered up pretty much like the rest of the Safi gathered up pretty much the rest of the coinage that they were able to see, as well as also kind of that watertight case with the last kind of main thing of interest. So
there was also a bag.
yes,
I
the bag
fished
was
that
scooped
out.
up by Raya. That was the bag of
Oh,
holding.
okay. Oh, okay. 6. Right. Okay. Cool. Then, yeah, let's go.
All right.
Cool.
Raya would kind of trail back and just kind of, I guess, see how well he can hide for the most part while we're following.
Sure. Go make a stealth check.
All right.
You got this.
17 plus 8 is 25, right?
Let's
Yes.
fucking go.
Yeah.
You are quiet, and this is kind of almost like a natural habitat and stuff, like kind of undergrowth foliage, stalagmites, stalactites, and similar.
Like, it's just like footsteps are visible, and all of a sudden, just barely any footsteps from him.
All right. And the group then continues heading on. So are you two joining the Safi and Ateris, or?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I'm just
All right.
not moved yet.
Drag my boy. I'm gonna stay in the center,
All right.
where I am hopefully less likely to be murdered.
All right. So, which way am I seeing the light source now? Up that way.
It kind of like went around the corner and up this direction.
Ateris is following warily.
All right. Now kind of.
Are we hearing any sounds?
Yeah.
Any,
You can go ahead and
evidence
make a-
of creatures.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
All right. That's 14 for Raya.
Okay.
That's cocked.
A terrace. You would see this faint light kind of continue to kind of flicker in and out of existence before eventually
Oh.
coming to rest over what looks to be this almost perfectly still pool of water. that has almost kind of these strange, almost curving roots that glide up and around in this half circle before kind of winks out of existence.
Got us. Sorry, 7? No, 16. I did math.
16,
17.
14, 17, and for you, Terrace?
It was another perception check.
Yes, please.
That
The last thing I
Is
want to do
a-
is get surprised in this cave.
was 6.
Yeah.
24.
24. Terrace, as you kind of like get to like the edge of this like water area, like this point in time, you stop for a moment as your senses kind of prick and tingle. And there's something in your senses that kind of screams, oh, not quite that far. I'll
Not that
say you
far?
get to like here. Yeah, so you get to there. That your senses kind of like stop and prick and tingle as a story flickers into the back of your mind of being wary of following lights into dark places as a kid. And you remember the stories of little wisps, of guiding and of guiding lost travelers into places where they might drown and become more unfortunate circumstances. And as you remember the story, you hear a faint sound of something heavy and sticky and sludgy fall to the floor farther behind the group. And
Oh no.
How far behind?
you were able to kind of cry out and turn as near Safi and Allegan.
Fuck.
Where the fuck is Awwor?
Okay. We rounded the corner.
Oh,
Yeah, we
there it
were
is.
A large, like amber jelly-like creature
Shit.
drops from the
Oh,
ceiling, just
no.
Shit.
Oh,
and I need everyone to go
no.
ahead and roll initiative, please.
Maybe
Okay.
it's friendly.
Yo.
Maybe it's friendly.
That's a 6 to roll, so
Oh,
that's
for fuck's sake.
Garbage.
that's a
Did
13.
we all just roll like shit?
I
Yeah.
got a 13.
Hold on just a second.
Because I can't have nice things.
However,
had
you're not.
nice things earlier.
None of you are surprised because Ateris is able to call out the warning.
Okay.
Woo.
Well, that's good. Everything is fine. Everything is cool and super
Yeah,
fun.
okay.
All right. So,
Jelly.
Allegan, what is your initiative?
10.
Raya,
What is 6 plus 7 again? 13.
13. Safi,
9.
damn.
Yeah, I rolled like ass.
Ateris,
We're all just killing
20.
it today.
Mm.
20.
Yay!
All right.
You can't kill
Ateris,
that, bitch!
you are able to go first as you see this large ochre jelly just plop onto the floor and begin reaching out with tendrils and pseudopods toward Allegan and Saffron.
All right. Ateris is immediately at first going to bait and switch with Allegan. So Allegan is going to move. Can Allegan move next to Safi a bit more,
Yeah.
please?
Does that provoke an opportunity attack, or do you?
It shouldn't
force
with
movement.
me.
Because it's force movement, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter at the point in time.
And then now that Ateris is right there, she's going to attack.
Sure thing.
17.
17 will hit.
Okay. Is a 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage as your blade comes down on the ochre jelly, just cleaving it in twain. You watch as it splits.
Yeah. Fuck.
Fuck. This is why I hate jellies.
Fucking jellies, man.
Thick
And
and
she's going
jellies.
to use her
But it does not, aside from splitting, it does not seem to take any
Hurting.
damage from the slashing damage.
Fuck.
she's going to use her bonus action to slash again.
Sure
At
thing.
the closest one.
All right. Do you want north
we
or
get them
northwest?
small enough. Let's go
Are they getting
for
smaller when
this
we do
one.
this?
Right.
Look, if they get small enough, it'll be like Minecraft physics. They won't be able to hurt us, right?
Well, but the question is, are they actually getting smaller, or are you just making more of them?
Yeah.
I mean, it got smaller.
Did it?
It did. It went from a large size down to a medium.
Okay.
It's a 16 plus 4 is 20. That's
hit.
a 20 to hit.
They have an armor class of 8, so that does indeed hit. But once more, the form is cuts down and splits once more into a small-sized ooze at this point in time.
Alright,
Does
so
anybody
it's a big
have fire, perhaps? And that's her turn.
All right, which then brings us to the ochre jellies. Since there are now 3 of them, one is going to make an attack against Saffron, one's going to make an attack against
Yeah.
Allegan, and one's going to make an attack against Terrace.
Sentinel.
All right, well, the first one against Saffron is a 15 to hit.
It misses.
So as the pseudopod just flicks over your head and just outside of reach. Next one against Allegan. is a natural
Sentinel.
1. All right, so you can go ahead and make your sentinel attack.
What was the attack to hit though?
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
You hit a creature with an opportunity attack. Yeah, I'm just reading through, making sure. Okay. Ah! Fuck. Wait. You said their armor class is ass.
8, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I rolled 4 plus 6, so that's 10.
That hits.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Smack that jelly.
That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it just makes a really bad swipe at the wizard fuck, and I just go pop.
Whether you squelch that one, that definitely does seem to do some amount of damage to it. The last one will make an attack against the terrace, which is a 14 to hit.
Misses. Can I hellish
Wow.
rebuke?
Does it have to hit, or is it
I
just an
believe
attack?
it has to hit.
It has to hit. Sorry.
Yeah.
So then that does not. So, but they all miss, surprisingly. All right. And
Feeling a little bit better about this.
and
don't
as the-
jinx it.
All right, 1 second. The room itself suddenly grows a little bit brighter by Saffron and Allegan, as winking into existence is a small pale orb, and there's a faint scent of electricity as a jolt.
Maybe
reaches
it's
out.
friendly.
I love that that's
it's
become
the-
today's motto.
Yeah.
It is going to attack Saffron at this point in
It
time. It
is
does not have advantage because there are enough other people getting in contact with it. So, but it does have advantage against you because it is attacking from invisibility.
Yep. Do it.
19 to hit
It hits.
for 14 points of lightning damage.
Wow.
Fucking hell! Oh,
Heavy-
ouchie! Fucking taser!
Your hair is just like
Ow!
all puffed out now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I was drenched before now, and now
Yeah.
all of my fur is standing on end.
No. I would have pressed out everybody dry. You're fine.
But it's funnier this way.
I mean, that is
Because
true.
now I'm
I would've pressed out
steaming.
myself. Staying wet the whole time. My boots will get soaked.
And that is the end of its turn. So then we go to Raya.
I
Wait, what are you doing, bud?
casually approaching one.
Oh yeah.
Am I
you're
still
stealth.
hidden?
You don't.
Yeah, you can sneak it.
Interesting. This point, you've been fairly quiet this whole point time, the 25, and I will say yes, because even though they have blind
Sneak.
sight, you have been quiet enough of foot.
All right. So with that, soon as I get close enough, I get the sword that I brought from the smithy, the blunt one,
Okay.
and with a small click, is like from his claws across the blunt blade. He casts a booming blade as he smacks down on this jelly right here.
All right. Go ahead and make any attack.
All right.
You would have advantage.
Yeet. I already have it. I always have advantage. Well,
Rogues,
technically.
man.
Well, swashbuckler.
That too.
10.
Well, no, swashbuckler technically doesn't give you advantage. It just allows you to use your sneak attack if nobody else is nearby.
Yeah, okay. But yeah. 10 for the first one.
10 will hit.
Okay. I wanted to see if I could roll something much higher than that. I rolled a 15, but yeah. 10 is good. So with
10
that,
is good.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the regular dice damage. And that's 3 plus 4. That's 7 That's 7 bludgeoning damage.
I thought you were about to say blunt damage.
And actually, this is a good question. Would I be able to sneak attack this damn thing?
Yeah, because technically it is a light weapon, so
Okay. All right, so that's gonna be 1. That is 7. Is that 7 sneak attack damage?
all right.
And Raya's going to use his bonus action to just stealth again.
All right.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me,
Let's
please.
go.
Yeah.
That's
Boy.
gonna be stealthy boy. That is, what is that? I know math. I'm good at math. What is this?
Look,
What is
math
9 plus
hard,
8? That's a
y'all.
7.
17.
That's a 17. Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
That all
Seven.
right. So you have 17. You attempt to you're still light on your paws, and at this point in time, and look
Why?
at you're up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quiet.
quickly,
I would like-
Allegan, by the way, just because I forgot
Mm.
to mention it before when I bait and switched. When I bait and switch,
Oh.
I get to roll my superiority die. You get a plus to your AC. You got a 6.
Damn.
I get 6
Where do
plus to my
I want to
AC.
be?
When I bait
I
and
wanna
switch
be
with
right
you,
here.
yes. I roll a
Holy
d6 and you
shit.
get a plus to whatever that
I think
is.
that's until the start of Ateris' next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, yo, I have an armor class of 18.
Just for a
alright.
moment. Just for a moment.
I'm unstoppable.
I will point out that
Nope,
the
don't.
No, you're not unstoppable. You'll be dead for a moment.
I will point out that the 19 still hits Saffron.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna get close to the one of these jellies, and I'm gonna hit it with shocking grasp.
Sure thing.
That's a +6. Meh. Does a 14 plus 6, so dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit. Which one are you attacking?
Alright.
This one here?
Just the closest one, and I
Yep.
also want to get away from that orb.
Fair
I
enough.
can just sidestep the orb. D8. Oh, we love to see it. That's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You watch as the electricity flickers out from your hand and cascades across its form, and it doesn't seem to have any reaction to it.
Fuck.
Oh.
Fuck.
This is a problem. Glad I didn't use fucking Witch Bolt. Alright, cool. I am going.
But the
to-
effect still takes place in terms of the fact where they cannot take opportunity attacks against you, I believe.
Yeah. Okay, so that part still works.
Yes.
Okay. Neat. Great. Love it. Cool. I'm going to bonus action. Fuck. Savvy, how you looking?
On a scale from 1 to 26, I'm looking like a solid 12.
Okay, I am going to... Consent is important as I lift my left hand with the tattoo that is now
It's fine.
covered by wrapping. And I'm going to expend my heals on him.
Okay.
Has that changed at all?
Maybe.
Out of curiosity?
Maybe.
Neat. Am I changing any roles that I'm doing for this?
Currently, no.
Okay. Take 10 points of healing, bud.
Oh, thank you.
Are you seeing where you're at?
Yeah. Do I need to make my con save, or am I good?
Nope, you're good for this point in time because that's the first
Oh.
use of it today.
Okay. Can I squeeze between a terrace and the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Pardon me, excuse me, and I'm just gonna get on the other side of this.
All right, the Will-O-Wisp will take an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
against you.
it's diagonally. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna move. Never mind.
enough.
Okay. Sorry, did not. I thought that was my drift globe and not the wisp.
Fair enough. All right, so then we go to Staffy. You're up.
I just got tasered by a little weird lightning bug, and I'm gonna fucking bop it. So I'm going.
Twist it.
Thank you for getting. I'm gonna unarmed strike just to see if I can hit it. First things first,
Sure thing.
or if it's just like completely incorporeal or whatever the fuck. Okay, hey, that's not bad. Math. What is that? Math. 21.
21 hits.
Yippee! Okay.
None of us can do math today.
Damn. Yeah, it is not a math day.
Too gay for math.
Ooh. Okay. 8 points of bludgeoning damage on that first hit.
8 points of bludgeoning you as you punch like through into light itself. There's definitely kind of like this semi-solid, almost gelatinous form in itself, but it definitely feels if you're like as you punch connects a bit, but isn't able to fully hit all the way through. So you get the feeling that it's resistant to non-magical attacks.
Okay, that makes
So it just takes
that
half damage.
Okay.
But the hiss does connect, and the light kind of hits and sputters.
Okay. I can work with that. Bonus action, open hand technique. I'm going to try and push it 15 feet away from us. So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, I'll allow, because it technically doesn't apply to any of that, so sure.
Was that are you hitting the slime or the Will-O-Wisp?
12.
The Will-O-Wisp. Okay, that just fails because the DC is 13. Okay. Cool.
So
So wait,
15
I
feet
still
away?
need to I need to roll to hit. Give me a second. Yeah, that's more than before. So yes. So definitely gets bopped away with one of the hits.
Okay. What's the damage?
Yeah, not great. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then since it's now 15 feet away, I'm just gonna one swipe and it goes away, and then I'm going to hit this lovely little icky guy over here
Sure thing.
with my second. Not great, but I think still hit. 11.
11. That'll hit.
6, 6, 6. 4. Ooh. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. It looks beat to heck and back, but it is still alive, unfortunately.
Dang! Oh, so close. All right, that is the end of my turn.
That was
'cause
some
I
good damage,
don't think
though.
I could. Yeah.
All right,
Monks.
Ateris, you're up.
Monks.
Ateris is going to use Zephyr Strike, specifically using the +1 blade on the wisp. Which
okay.
means she
So you
zoops that way. Does not get an opportunity attacks when using Zephyr Strike.
Correct.
Mm.
And it means I get an extra 1d8 force damage if I hit this, plus the magical weapon. So that's an 18 plus 7. So that's a 20 something.
that'll definitely hit.
So 1d6. That is 7 points of slashing with the sword and 1d8. Yes, and 8 points of force damage on the wisp.
So what's the total?
Ooh.
That was
Kill it.
what did
You
I
said
say
7
for
and
the
8,
slashing?
so-
Yeah, 7 and 8.
15.
All right.
15.
As you launch forward, like the blade, with the speed of the wind, the blade cuts through the wisp, and a high-pitched shriek hits through all of your ears as the wisp's form evaporates.
Hey!
Huh.
Nice,
Get the
nice,
Fuck
nice.
out of here.
It was magical damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Good job.
That was my action. My bonus action, because I've got extra movement now.
The bonus section was to
uh,
cast Zephyr Strike.
Yes.
Really?
But now I've got movement, which means she's going to come back around. And she's going to come this way.
Okay, you splash into the water. Okay, so then we have this one here is going to move to here
Oh,
because it is
Booming
unaware
blade.
of Raya's presence.
booming blade.
Go ahead.
That's 5 thunder damage.
All right, so let me double check. All right, takes the 5 thunder damage. You also have an opportunity attack if you so wish.
I wish.
Go for it.
I rolled an 11, so I'm pretty sure I eat. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
you
I would say that I eat. I hit.
You ate.
I left.
I mean,
no
it is
crumbs.
jelly.
All right, and that is 5 plus 4, and that's 9. That's 9 bludgeoning damage across it.
All right, so as this ochre jelly that kind of passes forward, it's your strike lands true and clean and clear, and squashes it.
Squelch.
However,
Very
the other
nice.
two are going to make an attacks against. Ateris is a step aside, but so that one's going to attack Ateris, and that one's going to attack Safi.
Mm-hmm.
So against Ateris, Is a 9 against Saffron.
Misses.
Is a 21.
Ooh!
Ouchie. Yeah.
Wow,
that
they
hits.
really
Also, can
got
I
it out for
sentinel?
Safi today.
Can I sentinel on?
You can sentinel against the one that attacked Terrace.
Yeah. Come on. Oh yeah. Yeah. I rolled a 14.
That'll hit.
All right. Ooh. Damn. Okay. That's 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right, you will squelch
Squelch.
that one, but it does leave you open to a strike as you take 7
Oh,
bludgeoning
yeah.
and 6 acid.
Ooh.
Yee. So 7 plus 6 is
13.
13. Ouchie.
How you looking?
But that is their turn. Raya, you're up.
Raya took exception to that. He's just quietly approach the jelly. How am I gonna do this?
He stalks the jelly.
You
You
know?
are no longer hidden, by the way, because you did
Oh.
take the opportunity attack.
I don't need to be hidden. I got my homies. So
Yeah.
I'm going to start whacking at it. Actually, whack at it or booming bladed? No, I got more chances to actually do something if I just whack. That's
Whack the jelly. Whack the
whack
jelly.
the jelly. Whack the jelly. That's a 4 plus 6. Wait,
That
that's
hits.
10. That
Yep.
hits. Hold on. And that's 3 plus that's 3 plus 4, so that is 7 bludgeoning damage. And we include some sneak attack up in that bitch.
How would you like
Hell
to close the
yeah.
book on this creature?
Hey.
Oh! Just quietly with a little bit of light. First the eyes come, then the snarl. Safi gets a clear view of Raya just standing above this thing. Holding the sword up high before slamming it down and crushing it in two with the blunt blade.
This
And
poor
then he
thing.
crushes it again. And again. And again.
As ooze and ichor and jelly flies in all directions. Brings us then out of initiative as the last of the ochre jelly stills from a quivering mass into a still form.
This poor thing.
Would some of that jelly just splash over Raya?
Yes.
And Safi probably as well.
Oh yes.
Raya would pause for a moment. He would look at the side of his face to see if it actually tastes good.
It does not. It
No!
leaves a light
Ugh.
tingle on your tongue.
Dude, don't eat that.
Disgusting.
It burned me. Dude, come on. It's literally eating through my clothes. This is gonna leave holes. I'm gonna have to repair my shirt later.
It's like, yes. It is like it tried to devour my friends. I crushed it, and I'm going to devour it instead.
In defense,
Everybody
if you think
wins.
about it, capsaicin is also technically a poison, so like, no, this could be like actually fairly nutritious.
Just
All right,
slowly
anyway.
turn to the wizard. You need to get your head out of the books. Please?
Yeah. Also, please hold still.
Ow.
Ryan's actually gonna look Safi over just to see how hurt he is.
Ow.
Ateris
Got
is
little
gonna
scorch marks in
place.
his fur.
Ateris is gonna place a hand on Safi and cast Cure Wounds. You
Guys,
get
save your stuff. I got potions and whatever. We
Potions
don't.
are more useful than spells. Potions can only be brewed once more. Spells, we gain enough energy for the next day.
you get 9 points of healing.
Thank you.
All right.
Can
So, what would you
Ateris
like to do?
use Primeval Awareness? I want to see if there's anything. Primeval awareness means that I can expend a spell slot, and I can sense whether there are aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile of me.
That's probably for the best.
Given
Within a
that
mile of you.
within a mile of me, yes.
All right, hold on a second. I need to look at the list.
That is
What?
Oh,
really concerning.
yeah, there's shit down
Uh,
here.
Ateris wants to be safe.
Oh, there's also stuff up above.
Yeah. Fear. When the DM has
Yeah,
to
I
look
mean-
at a list.
I mean, guys, it makes sense. We're in a cave with light level 0. You know,
Oh,
shit's gonna
shut-
spawn. We didn't.
shut-
We didn't spawn for. I had to.
If we get a warden in here,
Uh,
it's
I'm
your
losing.
head.
I didn't realize that this was one of my builds.
So
Wait,
it doesn't
no,
reveal
no.
the creature's location or number.
Quick question.
Just if they're there.
No, I just need an idea.
I will say that at least they can give a distance, at least, or like a vague distance.
Mhm.
In general, there is a strong sense of Fey just all around you in this space. Close by, there's a sense of undead.
Ooh.
You don't get a sense of fiend or celestial. You get some amount of tick of aberration and draconic.
Ooh.
The draconic always makes me nervous now.
Ateris is going to relay this with the rest of the group.
Hold on, I need to double check something else here real quick.
Oh,
You
dear.
see, as you mention the possibility of undead, you just see like the biggest, like almost like Christmas came early smile for Allegan.
The undead and the draconic has Ateris on edge. Given our
The
last
draconic is
run in.
distant. The draconic is distant. The undead is nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the fate is all around us.
Yay!
That's
Well, I'm
cool,
aware-
cool. Hey DM, can I eat the skulk?
Don't eat the skull.
Don't eat
It's
You can.
Fine, I won't eat the
Fuck
moss.
you.
Fine. Fine.
You're allowed to.
Don't.
I would say that immediately the strongest sense of Fey is coming from that still pool.
Yeah,
At
Ateris
least,
wants to
at least
check.
immediately.
Ateris wants to check the pool out. That's what drew her to this place in the first place.
Sure thing.
Do you think that the undead that are nearby are naturally occurring, or do you think that they may be bespelled? Sometimes there are some wizards who use them as a form of defense or free labor.
Given the illness that the other party brought to the village, it's potentially linked with that.
That is so true. Oh man. If we could take a
Teresh,
sample of that.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please, real quick.
Ooh.
Actually, make me a wisdom-based investigation check.
Ooh.
I just saw the fucking Willow's D's nuts in the fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Hey. If
There's
I
a-
saw an
there's a
opportunity, I
double
took
on-
it.
There's a
It
double
makes
entendre with that.
no difference.
Okay.
So we've got a. Oh, thank fuck! I rolled okay. That's a mod 20.
20. So there are a couple things. First of all, this
This could be
pool
good books.
reeks of fey magic, but you feel like it's not the source. The second thing you notice is that some of the foliage directly behind you, here,
Hmm.
looks as if it's grown out of, to the point in time where it's like fully overgrown at this point in time, looks to be the outlined form of a wood golem.
Yeah.
And you would see sticking directly out of the wood golem's chest what looks to be a metallic handle of a blade.
Terrace is going to go over to this and she's going to check the wood golem out. Take a breath and gently place her hand on this handle of the blade before pulling it out.
Uh-oh.
Make a strength check for me, please.
Strength. I'm not very good at these.
Do you not want me to cast that?
The Terrace is all impulse today, apparently.
Apparently.
16.
16. You are able to pull the blade out in itself, but there is a definitely, at least from what you can tell in here, is that there's a sharp kind of almost crack as you pull and remove the blade. You can see that it's mostly intact, but there is, you don't know either it came from the blade itself or just from the wood, but there is definitely there is damage to the blade itself. But it is of, but it's definitely of an old elven, almost sylvan make in itself.
Terrace is
It's
going
a one
to...
It looks like it's made almost of mithril or some alloy in itself.
Terrace is going to very carefully just run a finger along the flat of the blade before
You would
tucking it in with the
see-
rest of her stuff.
You would see kind of various runes carved into it that are in Sylvan.
She's going to mutter something very quietly in Elvish and then just kind of tuck it in with the rest of her blades for later.
Okay.
She's then going to take a very quick look at this wood golem and just kind of give it a gentle pat, thinking about Thidishins.
Oh,
Make a history check for me.
Yeah. What's my history? Can it save me? That is a 10.
And the
can
only thing that you
history
can like kind of really
save me?
collect about this is that this thing's old.
Very old.
Have
Ateris
you
is
or
going
your
to make
family been
a...
affected by it?
Your favorite being affected by history. Ateris is going to make a mental note to see if Thidishins knows anything about this area's history.
Okay.
Do we know where Thittershins came from initially?
At least as far as you know that they came stumbling out of the swamp one day.
Hmm.
When we were originally talking to them before they got changed into hot Thidishins,
Thickershins.
Tittershins.
they said they were
Thidishins.
born in the like swamplands. So
In the
They
swamplands,
awoke there.
and that they didn't want to go back because it scared them.
yeah. So
Just
Ateris is
saying.
going to make a note to ask about that later. Well,
Anything is possible.
I apologize for dragging us into a fight, but definitely some interesting things down here.
It was most likely going to happen anyways. Oozes are not exactly
Saffron,
choosy.
make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
What? Oh god.
What did you do?
Okay. Wait, is that Perception.
Perception.
18.
18.
Yo.
At the bottom of the pool in front of you, you would see what looks to be like probably about maybe 5-6 feet deep. Looks to be a painted black porcelain mask.
Nope.
Huh. That's cool.
What's cool?
Just like a funky mask. How deep is the pool?
5-6 feet.
I would
And it is a
Go.
perfectly still surface.
Ateris is going
Would-
to walk over and have a look. So, the
Right.
question is, do we go down and retrieve the item from the eerily still mirror pool filled with, hey, energy?
Maybe there are some things that are just better left.
You said Fey energy, right? Like,
This whole place is reeking of Fae.
Well,
Hmm.
why don't we take a moment to take a break here real quick and while you all
Yeah,
discuss
yeah.
what
Take
you
a
want
break.
to do.
yeah, because Ryan's about to do
Break
something very
time.
stupid.
Yeah, no.
No.
Safi's right there with you.
Yep, so you have a moment to discuss and figure things out, and so I'll be right back as well.
Okay.
Break time.
Lol.
Break
time,
time.
break time.
Let me put some music on and then I'll mute us up on the Discord.
Woohoo!
Fear.
Bum, bum,
Hee hee.
Don't be afraid.
We'll be right back, y'all.
We'll be right back. Hope you guys are enjoying.
You want
I
to
want
go
to go back
home?
to my imagination.
Hello, gang. We return.
Be very happy you're not part of this cursed conversation.
It's
I don't know. It was
awful.
pretty funny.
Oh,
You're the one who's
you...
amused by Garfield stories, so
Look, I've had
Damn.
to sit down and read through all 25 of those at length for the video I'm making. I've just finished writing up the script. I bought a Garfield t-shirt to wear while recording this.
Oh my god.
You're fully committed.
It is going to be an artwork.
Yeah.
I am
And if I never have to
terrified.
read about Garfield again, I'll be happy.
Hey, at this,
Oh.
at least, it could be worse. You could be reading it in Chris Pratt's voice.
Oh god. Oh god.
And with that,
let's
and
get
with
back
that,
to D&D.
I'm back. We're back to this. Oh, change the thing, I think.
So about this mask.
About this mask.
Taffy's
Hey.
gonna poke the water.
Oh, wait.
You just poke the water. You poke the water with the cat claw to, boom, and just a slight ripple just flickers out. Boom.
Hey, can I try something?
As long as it is not directly touching the mask, I think you might be okay.
All right.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Raya gets
Cast detect
close.
magic, by the way, ritually.
Ooh.
Because maybe
Were you
that's
casting
a good
ritually?
idea. Ritually cast detect magic.
Sure, that'll take 10 minutes.
Yeah, can you
Raya.
just sit really cool and not touch anything for like 10 minutes?
Oh, I'm not touching it. Raya looks down at the pole, and then he says in Sylvan, "Hello."
Oh,
There's no response.
Okay.
Well,
Honestly,
there goes my idea. Sometimes sometimes if you talk to them, they talk back.
I'm very glad.
Wait,
you
really?
did not talk back.
Yeah.
Hold-
Yeah.
hold on. I want to try. I'm gonna lean over and say in Leonin, "Meow."
The water does nothing.
God damn it.
I
was
knew
That
it.
pump. That pump fake.
Yep.
Alright, detect magic, what do I get?
Well, are the rest of you waiting the full 10, 11 minutes for Allian to
I'm
cast the spell?
pacing. I'm wanting to look around, see if there's anything else here besides the pool or what's in the pool that would catch my attention. Also, does it feel like the mask is like, it's just there, right? It's just sitting there. It's not like it feels like you're
Evil.
being drawn to it or something. I don't know.
The other thing you know, it has no mouth on it, and it's impressed with silhouettes of snowflakes and falling leaves.
Huh.
Oh, this thing's problem. This thing's
Ah,
a problem.
Rias.
As everything passing around, you would know that the cavern probably continues on. You've only just explored like a portion of it, but there probably is at least additional sections to it.
We might wanna go to the next
Yeah.
area. But
Yeah.
we'll wait, I guess, the 10 minutes.
I just want to make sure that if we touch this, like our face isn't going to melt off. I think that's a fair assessment.
What if we did our trick of yesterday and fished it up instead of touching it physically?
I'm
Fine.
saying.
Fine.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
We can work on
After
fishing,
the
I'm going to do this.
after the doctor does anything in case it's going to react when it leaves its resting place.
I'm just concerned. What does this mask look like color-wise? I know it's got like the snowflakes and leaves and shit, but
Painted black porcelain mask, impressed
Oh,
with silhouettes
this
of snowflakes and
thing's-
falling leaves. No mouth.
this thing's fucking evil.
Nah.
That's out of
Above
character. by the way.
table. Beware the flesh-eating no mask.
Alright, so you finished casting Detect Magic after the 10 minutes passes. I need Aladdin to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Excuse me?
Oh,
There's just a lot of magic, I bet. Or I'm being punished. That's
The two
actually pretty
sides
good.
to magic using.
That's pretty good. Just gotta see what my saves are. 16.
16. That I will call that a success, as when you open your and you finish casting the spell, the area around you is filled with magical energy.
Oh,
Like,
fuck.
flashbang.
make
Scheiße.
me an Arcana check.
It's bad to look at in here.
Like, it's not just the pool, but it's everywhere and around.
Okay. I'm guessing the Arcana is just to, like, differentiate shit.
And to tell as to why.
19?
19. Yeah, from what you can tell, like, the magic is just suffusing this whole area. The plants, the rock, the masonry. The pool itself is very distinctly, like, a heavy focal point of it, but you get the feeling that there's a stronger font of it from further down below, beneath you. You can't tell how far, but the pool itself is magical, and you're not blinded. You're able to make a Constitution saving throw at that point in time. The pool itself is giving off a heavy aura of magic, of I'd say that's transmutation magic. And the mask itself is difficult to tell. You know, you can tell the mask is magical, but you can't tell through just the heavy aura of the other magic that's going on in and around it.
Yeah, what else it's got going on?
It's basically
Okay.
trying to identify a flashlight within a spotlight.
Great. Fantastic, even. Cool.
Just
Everything here is magical to some degree or another. Great. It's like looking into the sun. I hate
Oh.
this.
do you need a better look at the mask?
Yes, but be careful, it is radiating pretty strong magic. Also, everything around here has got something. Terrace, you said that's one of the senses you got was Fey?
Yes, for the most part. This place is filled with it.
And you said that the architecture was elven, correct?
Very old, but yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but do not the elves come from some bloodlines of the Fae?
At different distances, yes.
I think this might be closer than most.
Would that what was that fishing check again? How did I roll that?
Oh, that's a survival
Roll
check.
to fish.
That's a dexterity-based survival check.
Okay, so I ended up rolling a 12, and that was just dexterity-based survival, which I'm proficient in, so that's going to be 12 plus 6. That's 18.
18. All right. You are able to kind of like tossing like down this line. You're able to kind of just get a hook on the edge of the mask in itself, and able to and reel it up outside of the water, and just kind of like it's bobbing above the surface. As you do pull it up, you can see the water on it freeze.
Oh.
Oh. Maybe not put that on your face. See, this is why we check things. Do I now see anything like closer now that we've got it up out of the pool?
There is abjuration magic on it.
All right. Maybe we put this in the bag and I can identify it later. I do not think you guys wanted me to sit around and do this.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it
just
later.
put. Yeah, we can put it in. Put it. Here.
I pull
Actually,
out the box that was sealed for the healing potions I handed out to everybody.
okay.
Maybe put it in there.
All right.
Just being very careful not to touch that.
Close it up. Pop it away. Easy enough. What else would you all like to do?
We gotta keep moving.
Yeah, keep searching, see if there's anything else.
No
All
one would
right.
like to touch the pool?
No,
Hell
fuck
no.
Safi wants to poke it.
Terrace is very close to touching the pool.
Riot.
Just
You know what? Can I make an intimidation check to get them away from the pool? Just
That would
fucking-
require you to have a high enough insight in order for them to know that they both want to touch the pool.
fair. I got a
Okay.
pass of a 13.
Allegan is saying, "Don't you fucking dare." Midge is like, "Do it, do 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 it."
Riot is
Um,
Riot is no longer interested in the pool. He wants to go other places.
yeah. Safi's going to just very quickly just lick one of his claws and just glide it across its surface.
It lets out this almost like this soft chime as you do, and leaves kind of this cool streak in amongst the water.
Huh.
What?
Cool.
Safi. There could
What?
be more cool. There could be more cool stuff. Don't concern
Yeah,
yourself with the pool.
I know. I wanted to. I lick my finger and I do it again, and then I get up and it's like, okay, let's go.
Riot.
Do you put your finger into the water or just the nail?
Just the nail.
Again, that soft, like almost kind of like this soft chime of just. Shing.
Yeah, we'll look at it again later. Let's actually go further inside and see what
really
other
looks
chaos
like
there
he's
is.
about to just start whipping the air with his tail, just like go.
Fair enough.
And
Mm.
Do it.
a terrace.
Do it.
Impulse control is low on the terrace today.
A terrace.
And Terrace places a hand on the surface of the water.
Okay.
Hell yes.
Roll me a d12, please.
D12?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
6.
bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
That is a 6. Midway.
What is a terrace's favorite animal?
Oh,
Huh?
A terrace's favorite animal is songlarks. I think specifically because of one she and her mother rescued when she was young.
There's a brief moment as you kind of like touch the pool of the water, and you feel this rush of energy that you remember very distinctly as a child. Like almost this playfulness and musical whimsy that's kind of like fills the air, like in through your senses for just a moment, like running through these different forests and fields, and you feel your form shudder slightly, and you feel the slight pop and crack, and just as your tail becomes more rigid and sprouts feathers, and your tail transforms into that of a songlark.
And this is why we do not touch things.
Terrace is looking at her tail. She tries to like swish it like it
And
normally
surprise-
would, and it does that bird little shuffle. That
The shuffle, and then in surprise, it kind of floofs out.
That is unexpected.
I thought you were the responsible one.
She looks at you with a raised eyebrow. Raya, you and I have
Agreed.
worked together for at least a few years now. Perhaps I need to take you on more of my personal adventures.
Maybe you do.
Really?
But we should really he just
We
motions
should go
to the-
before.
Yeah.
We should go before I decide to jump into the pool. Let's go.
All right.
Please do
Raya's gonna stealth again.
not. Ugh.
Terrace is
tail
going
swish, swish, swishes.
to walk up beside Allegan. There is
Right,
a
really quick.
tail right here, perfect for you to inspect the magic within.
That is true.
She gives a small smile.
Gross.
Do you think that? Do you think that we could maybe put some of that in a vial for later? As he pulls out one of like the many glass containers in his pack. Do you think that you could do that and just scoop without touching?
Perhaps, yes.
And I will try to fix your tail. Or
Sure thing.
chain.
Terrace
what
is
I mean.
going to try and scoop up some of the liquid without touching it further.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Perhaps not the right person to ask for this. Let's see.
Maybe not.
Don't fuck me up. 16.
16? Yeah, that's enough in order for you to scoop up the scoop up a vial of water. It is perfectly crystalline and clear.
Okay. Do you think that your tail has the same level of sensitivity, and just following with the rest of the group as he continues to investigate?
I honestly have
talk about
no
wild.
idea.
All right.
Keep walking, you two.
And Terrace
Alright,
is walking.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Alan is
there-
following close by.
so from Saffron, you can tell from at least over on that side, there's looks to be a few short boulders that kind of go over this to this next spot, like kind of like where the river kind of bends and curves, as well as also then going out towards down below towards that larger pool as well. So that is one way to continue on, or you can go back around the other way.
Sure. I mean, Sappy will probably go around this way just because it's faster.
What are the rest of you doing?
Whatever's faster.
All right, so you'll.
Raya's bringing up the rear as usual, quietly.
Yeah.
Mm,
Sappy's scouting.
Do I gotta roll again?
Yes.
God!
Sorry.
Okay, you scared the shit out of me. Okay, that's
So you would also
okay.
then see.
Stealth. That's a dirty 20.
All right. So you would all see that what looks to be like kind of a couple of like smaller tunnels offshoots over in this direction, and it looks like the cavern from where the water falls into the pool itself here does go further back in towards the cavern.
Okay.
So-
Pick a direction.
Are you sure you
Maybe
want me
mine-
to, considering I led us to a wisp last time?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, we'll pick this one, and I'm just gonna roll a fucking d4. What does a 4 get me?
1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, you would pick down. That's up to you as to what the 4 gets you. Like,
North, south, east,
right-
west.
yeah,
What-
north.
so north would then would be up over in this direction.
All right, let's go that
Whoop.
way.
A weagle.
Okay. The air
on,
is a little
Doc.
bit colder and chiller over here. Hold on just a second, Safi.
Yeah. I'm here.
So the
Terrace
air's a
is
little bit
making
colder and
sure
chiller
to-
up in.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Terrace is making sure to walk slow enough that Allergan can investigate the tail.
Investigate it.
As you kind of go into this area, the area in here definitely feels colder, and you can see at this point in time there the natural growth is a little bit darker in this section of the cave. And the lichen and doesn't quite reach over this far. There's much more kind of like natural stone formations up over in this section of the cavern in itself, and I will have, but there's also more sections of where you can see like actual bits and pieces of masonry and architectural work.
Yeah.
Anyone who would so like to can go ahead and make a history check for me, please.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. 7.
I
7.
actually know what my bonus.
What's the roll again?
History.
History.
Nat 20.
Let's
Fuck
fucking
it.
go.
Hey.
It's
I won't
22.
even roll then. You know what's up.
Huh. A 13.
A terrace. Looking over some of the writing at this point in time as the group kind of proceeds into this kind of section of the map and itself, the cavern. The writing you see in the various different places it's old Elvish. Like, it's like at the point in time when Elvish was almost like similar enough to Sylvan that either there was like some that it was definitely at this point in time of being not necessarily interchangeable, but was still only recently or in some way the dialect that was still used in fairly like almost interchangeable points of times. And after you would all and kind of get into further into this cavern, you would see what looks to be like small kind of cubbies and things like that, and then kind of cut out. That now at this point in time have become overgrown. That you get the feeling that this section or area was almost built like kind of an outpost or like a section of this. Like there's almost like these like small cut out nook and cubby beds or like shells in different spaces about. And you would see a few calcified remains of bones, and
Ooh.
you get the feeling that what this part of this structure, this architecture, is probably about 3,000 years old.
Damn.
Good. And Terrace will
Wait.
relay this.
Is this before? This is pre-Netherese then.
It's right around the same time as Netherese. Like just when,
Okay.
like,
Oh,
when
boy.
Netheril was beginning to kind of come into its like it's like the first ages of the Empire of Netheril. But this is all Elvenmake. This is not human.
This is
Or- What's
Would like
Netherese?
to know. Oh,
Is D asking or is Raya asking?
D is, I guess, both.
Darius, do you
It-
pass on the information to Allegan that this is like around the same time as Netheril?
yeah. Absolutely.
oh wait. So we could find possibly if they had trade or anything of that make. We could find artifacts from the Netherese Empire, or at least the beginning of it. Perhaps even
I'm unsure if humans would have been trading this far south at that age, but it
with the
couldn't hurt
floating
to
islands.
ask.
It wouldn't be surprising if they had something. And he'll turn to Raya as he asks and be like, "It was an empire, primarily human, before the spell plague and fall of, the murder of Mistra, the whole thing."
Not this public, but before what is an event known as Karsus' Folly.
Yeah, Karsus' folly. If this is
So
that
we-
far back,
We're getting into the deep shit.
indeed, quite literally in this case. It
I
looks like this is entirely untouched. This is incredible. Like the architectural, the college could be researching this for years and still be finding things.
I am finding myself wanting to be here less and less.
Why? This is a incredible achievement. We could
Yes,
find any sorts of things.
yes, but as from what I'm seeing it right here, I love adventure as much as the rest, but ever since this hole has opened up, lizard people have tried to kill us. A slime nearly murdered one of my best friends. One of my is like there was a water with a weird mask in it that I fished out that froze, and when one of our party touched it, they now have a bird tail going on. I'm still not sure what's going on with that.
I mean, it's at least an impressive bird tail. Terrace flicks
Yeah,
it again.
yeah,
I mean, it is a.
yes, yes, it's very impressive. The problem is, I don't, I'm not entirely sure if we're properly equipped for all this.
I mean, nothing has harmed us too badly yet, and I mean, the tail is. I mean, but Terrace, are you finding it inconvenient in any way?
I am.
It throws off your balance a little bit because you're just not used to it, but it's not too bad.
I am refinding my balance. I will potentially like my original tail back, but it's nothing harmful for the time being. This is
See?
she's gonna motion to the architecture. This is in a
Are you
sense of
staying there, or are you going further into the cavern as well?
I would like to go further in.
all of this though is of some interest to me though, Raya. It's let's just say family heritage.
I
Right,
mean, mm,
Raya, at that, he just lets out a sigh and just like, all right, I'll be watching
Oh wait,
out for
Raya,
y'all.
you speak Sylvan, right?
Yes.
Um, make an intelligence check for me.
What?
Sorry.
Oh dear.
uh-oh.
Oh God. That's a check?
Yep, straight check.
Okay, so that's a 16, so I guess 15?
All right. Um, it's again like old Sylvan, so the words of dialects are kind of strange. But uh, you make out the words. You make out the words. Branch path outpost. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. Branch path outpost. Constellation door. Malfunctioned. We're cut off from Elenia.
Raya and Raya either reads the words or he's reading the words, right?
He's
Or
reading the
seeing.
words.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
so yep, you
he's
read branch path
yeah.
outpost, and then it's illegible for a bunch of different stuff. Then you would
Raya's
read.
oh good. I'm
Yep.
sorry, keep going, keep going.
Oh, yeah. So you read branch path outpost, bunch of illegible stuff. Constellation door malfunctioned, more illegibility. Cut off from Elenia. What
Raya
have they wrought?
ooh.
Huh?
Ooh. Raya
And
would
then the date it gives is, where are you?
Was it what have they wrought or
what
where
have
have they
we
wrought?
wrought?
No, what have they
We, okay.
wrought?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, let me check, because technically would it be that kind of how that's called? It might. And then it gives a number.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Which could be a date or something else.
Real quick,
Passcode.
when
Yeah.
prestidigitation leaves a mark on something, how long does it last again? About an hour or so?
Brief sparks depending on you there.
Depends on what I'm. No, it. Honest, because hold on real quick.
If I remember correctly, it can make like a small image, but that only lasts for like a minute.
Double checking. It's an hour.
Okay.
Okay. So while Raya's just kind of goes silent.
3520 NY.
What?
3520 NY.
No. You're not about to bring geometry into this shit. Hold on. Let me. So
You say that out loud, or oh, sorry, go ahead.
okay. So Raya is kind of just he sees the Sylvan on there, and he kind of goes quiet. And at first, he's just kind of just muttering something in Sylvan under his breath. Once he actually realizes that he's reading something important, he kind of he looks for he passed for his book, but it's not there. So instead, he rolls up the sleeve is like sleeve on his arm,
I would
and
have
he
given it back.
starts. He would rather much keep it in there for the time being.
Valid.
He slowly starts in rough prestidigitation start writing the words. It's like writing the words that he sees in common onto his arm, and just reciting them out in Sylvan at first, and
Is he
then
still
once he
stealthed up
gets
at the moment?
relatively, yeah.
Yeah, he would be pretty quiet at this point in time.
Okay.
Okay, so we're
And
not saying this.
and Raya's kind of afterwards a little bit. He's seeing as he gets that number, he's gonna
Actually, I would
call
say
out.
no, he's not, because
Oh yeah,
he
you
came
talked
out
to
in order to
us.
talk to Netheril.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
With
he's not.
my, if I've got a passive perception of 16, would I notice him doing this then?
You'd hear him like kind of like muttering to himself, and definitely see him like kind of like vaguely making like kind of, you know how like a person like kind of mouths along words as they're reading something. You would see
Terrace
that,
isn't
or
going to
like you would
say
hear
anything,
that.
but she's going to wander over and just sort of observe what he's doing.
After he writes down the number, he's tapping. It's like, and he recites it back in common. And just as soon as he gets to what have they wrought, and then tapping 3520 NY. 3520 NY. What does that mean?
If he said this out loud, does this ring a bell with anyone?
Yeah, is this like directions? Is this
Elegant, you can make a history check.
okay?
That sounds like a year indicator.
Specifically, Elegant.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
The rest of you would not have any idea about this.
Fear.
Roll
That's
good.
really good. That's actually pretty fucking good. Skills, history +4. That's a dirty 20.
Yes.
Nice.
3520 is like it's a moment that kind of like like makes you wonder. It's like, wait a minute, that's an odd date for a calendar, or that's an odd number. Hearing the NY, that immediately not immediately, but takes you a moment, but to think of that's the Netherese calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
3520 is the year of Karsus's folly in the Netherese calendar.
Okay.
Which in the current date is -339 DR.
That is date of Karsus's folly. That's when it all happened. The NY is specific to the calendar that they used. It's archaic. We don't really have a use for it anymore.
So the connection you mentioned could be more realistic than we thought.
What is this? What did they call it? Celestial door?
Constellation door.
Constellation door. Okay, sorry, I have to change that in my notes. This constellation door, if that is, I mean,
You can go make a history
yeah,
check on that one.
yeah, I would love to actually.
Deep lore. Deep lore.
Significantly less good. That's a 10 total.
You don't know.
I mean, they have all
Like
sorts of magic
you've never heard of a constellation door before.
Okay, it could be one of the lost magics, whether that was something for large transversal between areas. They had gateways and things that don't exist anymore. There were spells that the gods in their infinite wisdom have made it impossible to cast anymore. You
Actually,
can clearly read that he is very bitter about that.
okay. Wait. Wait. Raya was able to read Sylvan on there right there. Is there specifically a doorway anywhere around here that would stick out?
Something covered in runes and very fancy.
Or no, wait. Is there anything
No.
that looks vaguely like constellations?
No to both.
Okay.
Well, I say we go inside, take a look, and we be very careful. We don't touch anything. We try to leave things as they found them. We keep our head on swivel, and we go.
And at this point, we stab first, ask questions later.
Maybe not. We would rather not piss off some sort of ancient whatever.
All right. So do you go into this section over here, or do you continue on
Yes,
down
yes,
path to the south?
yes.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Here,
We go.
Awwor,
here I go, stealthing again.
Okay.
Safi will scout ahead.
What you think?
That is a 19. I am slowly but surely getting lower and lower on this. I'm hating
Yeah.
when I eventually get to.
We started off today.
It's
Really
It's just more and
strong,
more
then-
distractions.
Yep.
All right.
He's just nervous.
So Sevi, like looking around, you would see like what looks like kind of like what would have been probably one point in time, like kind of the basic outforming of like almost like a small research like kind of outpost, so, like where like there's probably like kind of like cubbies or like things like that, but it's almost like kind of taking measurements of like local fauna or wildlife, and almost everything is calcified over. In terms of just like stone and other things, like anything organic is pretty much either rotted away or completely like fossilized in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Like it seems like more like a place like where, like a terrace you would actually recognize this more in terms of like a place for like scouts or like something, not actually like a research station in terms of like for people to take experiments, but more like kind of like a place where like scouts would come back to reconvene and then like go out from it and then at that point again.
Like an observation area.
It's a ranger's outpost.
Yeah.
It's very much a ranger's outpost.
Okay. Are there any documents? I know that they would be incredibly fragile, but anything that I can like I'm trying to very carefully not touch anything because I am quite legitimately and I think rightly afraid that if I touch it it will just crumble to dust. But is there anything that I can glean writing wise?
Are you putting yourself into the cavern, or are you just staying there where you
Of course I am. Sorry. I got distracted. I'm in my mind palace of what I'm seeing in our environment. Yeah, I'm in it to win it. I'm
Okay.
right in there.
And are you staying there? Are you kind of keeping an eye out for everyone else, or?
He's closer, but he's always just like that rear guard, just making sure
Gotcha.
if anything sneaks up on them, he sneaks up on them.
Elegant, you can go ahead and make an investigation check if you would so like.
Yes. Okay. Whap.
I will say that
Oh,
here
that's
the
so
air is
good.
cold in here.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're deep underground. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 23.
23. You don't see any papers or anything like that. In fact, there's a distinct lack of kind of that stuff, like which is surprising. Um,
As if maybe somebody's already picked over this, or they just
not
didn't...
necessarily something that's like picked over it in some way, shape, or form, but it's one thing you do see and notice is that like kind of like more like small, like probably one point in time, those like sconces or holes set into the wall, like where there are dull gems marked along, like in and around itself, and they lead down this southern tunnel.
Oh, I'm going in there.
But as you're doing so, a terrace and Saffron, the two of you are as Alec at this point in time is kind of searching around, like kind of like poking, prodding through different things, using like a pencil to like move things aside. You would both feel this kind of vague, slow chill creep up your spine as you would see shadows shift and move on the wall, and then almost slightly begin to peel themselves off and begin to drift towards the party.
Be on
And I
your
need everyone to
guard.
go ahead and roll initiative, please.
God damn it.
Combat 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Let me just look at things. I just want
No.
to investigate.
No.
Okay.
Well, it's
17.
technically
That's
better.
not bad.
Oh shit! I rolled a 17. 21.
One second here. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's comforting.
21 for Saffron. Elegant?
Yeah, I'm unfortunately going to put myself in a terrible situation where I am going to put myself separated from the group because that's
No.
what I said I was doing.
Yeah.
I gotta go by what I said. I got an 11.
Okay.
It's technically better than the last one.
And a terrace.
I got a 23.
Alright.
Atera, stay ready.
Damn.
A terrace is always ready.
Fucking that ranger initiative.
Alright. A terrace, you're up first as you see these shadows begin to peel themselves off the wall.
These are shades and most likely need magical. And she is going to slice at them with her scimitar.
Alright.
That is a 16 to hit.
Which one are you slashing at?
She's going to go for this one here.
Sure thing. 16 will hit.
Wonderful. Let me zoom in for the crew watching. There we go. That is going to be. I'll think for that. That is a 6.
I am noticing
10
that my
points.
comic is cutting us off directly.
Yeah. That is a 10 points of slashing damage.
Ow! That one's not happy about that. So, like, as you kind of cut into it at this point in time, and it slashes at the crowd, you can see this heavy, almost like reduction of the shadow itself.
And
But it still is alive.
her bonus action, she's gonna go again.
Okay.
That one is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh. 8 points of damage.
That hits. And that how would you like to extinguish this shade?
A
She is going to slice straight through on a diagonal from like the crook of the neck down to the armpit and just slice through this thing before looking up ahead at the shade that's relatively close to Allegan.
I'm in
And
danger.
not going to be able to move yet without taking an attack of opportunity. So she is simply just going to say, Allegan, look up.
Oh shit!
Fair enough. Saffron, you're up.
Panic drops his pencil.
okay. Sorry, I was checking things. I am going to okay, there are two guys in front of me. I am going to first take a swipe with Cat's Claw on that one.
Good thing.
21 to hit.
Final hit.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
God, what if it hadn't?
I'd cry. That is a math. I can 7 points of slashing damage.
Which one?
this
The
guy
one on the
over
left,
here?
you said? Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
this guy over here.
As it slams into it, it's definitely not quite as corporeal as you would like it to be. So it
Yeah.
slams through it, but it doesn't catch as much. You can definitely see that the shadow is diminished, though.
Yeah. Bonus action. I'm going to unarmed attack on this one.
Okay.
I need to get you those
Oh,
magical
yeah.
claws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Soon enough. Yeah.
That's caps.
25 to hit.
Hits.
We'll call it claw caps.
Oh, fuck off. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
That'll hit. So damage. Right. So both of them look diminished, but reach
Yep.
out towards you.
All
Anything
right,
else?
that's the end of my turn. Nope, that's it.
Raya, you're up.
Action, bonus action.
Casually approach this shadow right here from the
Mhm.
shadows.
A shadow from the shadows.
Looking the wrong way, dude. Cast a booming blade and go ahead and try to stab it with with one of his live blades this time. Does 16 hit?
16 hits.
Okay. Here we go. 4 plus 4, that's 8 regular damage. Do I get sneak
Alright.
attack damage?
Yes, you do, because you have an ally nearby.
And that's 8 sneak attack damage.
And it's still rise in motion, but it is. You can see the tattered frame of it still drifting in and out.
Raya just as soon as he does the damage, he just he just gives it a wink. He's like winking a smirk before going to bonus action hide again.
All right.
Valid.
Well, it's.
All right.
What is your stealth?
I rolled a fucking 18. That's a
It's
26.
getting lower.
You are hidden. Is now the shadows. One reaches out towards you, Saffron.
Oh boy.
The 7. Then one reaches out
Nope.
towards a terrace. That hits for 21 to hit. So that you take 10 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 3.
Sentinel.
Sure
I
thing.
believe.
Go make an attack.
He's within 5 feet. Come on. Yeah. To 22.
That'll hit.
Seriously? 5 points of bludgeoning.
All right. Cuts across. The last one attempts to swarm up towards Allegan.
Please
Oh
don't.
boy.
Oh, I
I'm
can't.
just
I
a
still
little
can't see
guy,
Alligan.
and it's my
For-
birthday.
A 17.
Would you
Does that
attack a
hit?
little guy on his birthday?
Absolutely. It's the best gift. They just want to give you a hug.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
I can't
take
work out
13
whether this
points of
is the
necrotic
best
damage.
or worst
Ow!
birthday Alligan's ever had.
And your strength score is
Yeah,
reduced
seriously.
by 2.
What strength
Okay,
score?
sorry, that was 13?
Yes.
I'm very hurt.
Elegant, you're up.
fuck.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 5
uh,
on 2d6. Sorry.
That really hurt. Okay. I'm going to shocking grasp this fuck.
Okay.
That's pretty good. 21.
21. That'll hit.
A D8. Ooh, 7 points of damage.
The electrical energy
fucked.
runs across your form. It doesn't do as much damage as you would hope, but it does deal some amount of damage.
Okay. Ow. And I will just hang out here because ow.
Don't
Neat.
forget that it can't. That what is the
Oh, I can move because it can't
Yes,
hurt
because
me.
it can't take opportunity attacks.
Yeah, get fucked, little shadow boy. I'm going next to my friends.
What did it ever do to you?
I'm gonna go right here because that means I'm 5 feet away, but I'm next to both of my friends.
All right.
Just realized I should have hellish rebuked that other shade.
I'll give you the opportunity to if you would like.
Yeah.
My bones, it's my birthday. They cannot attack me on my birthday. That is the rules.
It is
What?
illegal.
Wait. You don't get jumped on your birthday?
No, do you?
Oh, well, it's more like it's your birthday. Let's see what you learned. It's like hopefully you learn how to dodge.
That is a
No.
21 on their dexterity saving throw, Terrace.
Okay. So they say.
Oh, actually, hold on. Actually, that's just the check. Apologies, 1 second here. Oh yeah, no, that is because that's the same. So yeah, it is a 21.
Okay. They save. So they take half damage.
Yes.
Love tieflings.
Is 2d10.
If it's the Tiefling Heritage, I think it's 3d10 because you cast it second level.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're super cool.
10, 20, so that's 10 points of fire damage at half damage.
The flame erupts and roils over it at the point in time. Doesn't do as much as you would quite like, but it definitely is still singed.
It's better than nothing.
Indeed. Ateris, we're up.
Alright, Ateris is going to slash at that shade that just got flamed. That was a good roll. 19 plus 7 is a 26.
That'll hit.
Are you doing that with your new +1 scimitar?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And that is 3 plus 4, so 7 points of slashing damage. Because you
How would
said they
extinguish
don't
this
get
one?
the +1 on the attack. Oh, on the damage, just the attack.
No, just the
Yeah.
just the
Oh, good. Yeah, much like the other one, slicing from the crook of the neck down to the armpit, slicing them in half.
all right.
She is then going to run forward and use her bonus action to weapon fighting to do the same to that one.
Oh, again, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Natural 20.
All right, the
Natural
bird,
20.
the
Shit.
bird tail does not smack into
Holy
your
shit.
face.
Oh my
How would it
god!
smack into his face when I'm so short?
That's true.
You do the jump, the spin, and the slash.
Watch
Or you
the
crouch
tail,
down
it's
low,
much
like-
stiffer.
I'm so glad that I have +7 to attack. That is a
Such
17.
a waste of a nat 20.
That'll hit.
Alright,
I don't even feel good about that one.
that is a 10 points of slashing damage.
All right, that does indeed cut into them, but not quite to defeat them. Saffron, you're up.
Cool. Bop.
Boop.
I'm gonna bop you.
Bop
I'm
it.
just gonna bap. I'm gonna bap you with my claws.
Get bapped,
Uh-huh.
fucker.
18.
That'll hit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Let's go.
7 slashing damage.
How
Let's
would you like to
go.
extinguish this shadow?
I think Safi digs his claws into this non-corporeal shape and just shreds it into ribbons.
Like a cat slashing on curtains.
Correct. Except
feel like
actually
there's
getting
something-
somewhere.
I feel like it's something very cat to be attacking the shadows.
Yeah.
Attack the darkness. Wait, that's a thing. But successfully, you're able to tear that shadow to ribbons.
Woo!
You still have your bonus action to movement, if you so wish.
I do. I'm going to shoot over here. And I'm going to bonus action unarmed strike.
All right, you do have advantage because there's an additional ally within 5 feet of you, and you are now outnumbering the shade at this point.
Let's go. Okay. 18 again.
Hits.
And... King, what is with my damage rolls? 5 again.
5. That is enough indeed in order to put it out of its misery.
Yay!
So, how would you like to lay this final shadow to rest?
I think those 2 shadow deaths were in very rapid succession. He does some sick parkour to jump over to jump over a terrace, which isn't difficult because she's short. And
Damn.
She really is, though.
just catching strays.
Listen, he's got that 8-foot tall vertical leap kind of a deal.
I'd say he's got
And-
that dog in him, but he's a cat.
He's got that cat dog in him.
Got that cat dog in him.
Just sort of jumps over and essentially goes like a fucking cat tackling a mouse kind of a thing, just full like claws first, and just starts again, just shredding at it.
So when do we
Upper
make
pounce.
Safi roll for zoomies?
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
The first time we get an actual like substance.
Or other things.
Make that work.
Or other things. But yeah, and then just stands up and he's like, I fucking hate these things. Can we leave?
I'm not. It's
But
Snap.
with the last shadow, the chill, the kind of the unnatural chill that was filling this portion of the cavern, dims and fades away as we leave initiative.
There's
Well,
still
I
some
do
things
believe
here.
that it is dealt with now. Perhaps we can take a short rest.
Please.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. By the way, Safi,
What?
nice jump.
You can see Safi gets flustered. I mean, you know, I'm just good at jumping, and I'm gonna go over here. He's got a big grin on his face. He doesn't know why.
This good.
Raya just smiles and just pats him on the back before just getting everything for a rest.
All right. You all
Safi
settle
feels a
down.
bit dizzy.
So you all settle down for a short rest. Is anyone taking watch during this period of time, or?
Do you want me to
Riot's-
keep up the bells?
Riot- Raya's
Putting up the
still,
bells
like,
might help.
Yeah, alert would be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast alarm real quick.
Okay.
Raya's still the only
Yeah.
one who hasn't taken any damage, so he's gonna be the one
You
keeping
lucky
watch.
fuck.
Oh god.
Actually, hold on real quick. Is there anything he can hang from?
Yeah, there are various different stalactites, stalagmites in around the area.
Cool,
There's
cool.
kind of a larger outcropping of rock up over here that you can perch upon if you so wish. You could be like Batman.
Yep.
Oh no.
I'm so glad you said it, and I was.
Raya's gonna be hanging upside down.
All right, fair enough. Saffron. During
Tea?
your short rest, make
What?
me a perception check, please.
Perception check.
Fear.
Hold on. I just regained 8 hit points.
Yeah,
Also, the
Same.
strength
Perception.
reduction. The strength reduction is removed at the end of the short rest.
That's
Okay.
part of why I wanted it.
Okay, perception. Okay.
Jesus.
19.
19. Okay.
What?
Get fucked, really?
Seriously?
No, give me a second. I'm just like
Bruh.
I'm making sure I
Yeah,
have the
I
right
gotta
thing.
use all.
Oh, okay. I got
I-
scared for a second.
Like,
What the
I was like, I don't see shit with a 19.
No. As you're kind of taking the short rest, you will see your pack wiggling slightly.
What?
Motherfucker. If Nepeta came along, oh my god. I'm gonna fucking open my bag.
Nepeta has indeed snuck into your bag,
God
You
damn it.
piece of shit plant.
and you would see that there's new growth on them.
Oh.
Just
the
pupils
leaves are
blown wide.
Slightly different shade, and like you can see the leaves are almost like turning this, almost like tealish color.
Just pupils go absolutely fucking white. Is that a new sprig? Oh my goodness, look at you. And it's just
wiggles.
immediately start like cooing at it.
It wiggles.
Is there any way to identify?
You can make an Arcana check
Oh,
Or a nature check.
Arcana.
or nature. Your choice.
Oh, it does not matter for me.
Neither choice helps.
Can I assist if it's a nature check?
That depends upon if Saffron is like being like showing.
Oh
this
yeah,
around
he's
or something.
literally like as soon as he
That's my
sees
son.
the new literally as soon as he sees the new sprig, he's literally holding Nepeta up so he can be eye level with it, and so everyone can see.
Bright
Alright.
is not the word I'm looking for.
What
There's so much more.
what is your nature skill, Safi?
0.
Did you want me to roll the other one, or would you like advantage?
If you
No, this is
mean-
Saffron rolling. This is not you, Terrace.
oh
Or you you can either assist Saffron or you can make your own personal check.
What would you
You can
prefer?
assist if you could assist.
Okay,
I'm okay
you
with
you
this.
get to roll with advantage then.
Oh, well, that was garbage. Okay. It's okay. So I'll go with the first roll of 14.
14.
Pretty good.
You don't know as to what they're like changing or becoming into or growth wise, but you get the feeling that the magic here that's in this whole area, because of Nepeta's nature, that they are suffusing into their plantish form because of the natural energy of magic here, and are becoming magically infused.
Got that good kush.
Oh my god, I got the best kush.
Wait.
I just
You got that
like
Pineapple
immediately
Express.
I just
Are
turned
we?
to the others. It's like my plant is becoming magical.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
about
wait,
to
wait,
make
wait.
so much money.
Wait. We're gonna try that, right?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
I mean, not here, but
Maybe not here. Yes.
Obviously
okay,
not here. No, you
not
gotta
here.
prep the leaves. It takes time. But like, look at them, and I'm like doing a full like showing everyone, getting in their
Oh my god!
face, like very much look at my son.
Oh my
Got
The petal
god!
wiggles
son.
excitedly.
It's
Nepeta,
like
you are
they are fully
looking
grown.
very magnificent.
Behold the shrubbery.
Oh my god, literally. Can I scratch off a little bit of the just some of the plant growth on from the walls, and I'm just gonna put it
From which
sort
section?
of try
From where
and
you currently where you are? There's actually very little. There's like a more of
yeah,
a
I'll
darker colored lichens and mosses. There's more like
mhm.
vibrant and green growth, and similar like that's closer towards the kind of the main pools.
Okay.
I'll take a little bit of both, honestly. Like
Okay,
once we have short rested, I'll just kind of
mark
go around
them.
and start
Yeah,
taking little samples.
mark them separately.
Yeah.
Does Alekin get anything regarding this tale?
Yeah, can I help with that now?
Go make an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. 16.
16. Magic like this, you get the feeling usually isn't permanent, but you don't know necessarily how long it'll last.
So the good news is you're going to get your tail back. The bad news is I have zero idea when.
Alright, well, I guess I will just make do with this until then. It doesn't have the
Um,
flexibility.
No, it is also as beautiful as it is. Not exactly good to be standing near you when you use it.
Why? Like, she's
Um,
sitting like directly in front of Allegan, so he can inspect this, knowing that he's like lent in looking at this tail and just like flicks it deliberately. And
Just
why?
catches
And
me
why
in the
would that
face.
be, good doctor?
There are so many reasons.
Yeah, it's not quite as sensitive as the other one.
It is distinctly not nearly as sensitive as the other one.
I'm really tempted to do something.
Are you gonna pull a feather?
Heyo.
I'm just gonna like futz with it and see if I can get any reaction.
Make a
Animal
nature
handling check?
No, make a nature check.
Okay. Exhibited. I actually have really good nature, so. I stand corrected. That is a natural one.
Nope, sorry. Bird
Okay.
tails are not your expertise. How
No,
strange that is to be saying that to Midge, but
Yeah. I, Midge, know a lot about birds. Allegan knows a lot about weasels.
yeah, if it was a weasel tail, you'd be golden.
Oh, yeah, if it was a weasel tail, I'm there. I know what's up.
Right. Your short rest concludes without any interruption.
Oh, also, could I, in that time period, identify the mask, or would that, like, negate my short rest?
No, you can do so.
Oh, sick. What's up with that thing? Is it evil?
Define evil.
What is it?
Don't say that. Don't. You put those words back in your fucking mouth.
Does it have malintent for us?
Yeah.
It does not necessarily have malintent.
This is not encouraging in any form sense of the word.
It is, however, difficult to place because because as you can cast identifying on it, it's not like it's necessarily obfuscating its nature, but it's just because. But you get the feeling that because it's the simple nature of the thing that
Uh-huh.
It's chaotic.
that it shifts. It's chaotic
Yeah.
and shifts.
Okay, so it's chaotic
but you would
neutral.
But the only thing that you do get is a name, which is Mask of the Four Seasons.
Oh.
I imagine that is
Can I-
not in the items list, correct?
Certainly, I haven't finished making it.
Gotcha.
Can I poke it yet?
Do I think like it will harm us if we touch it?
Hard to tell.
Maybe not. It is arcanic. It. Hmm. The vibes are bad.
Speaking of vibes, aside from the shadows, was there anything else of note in this room?
In this room, there was the writing that you discovered earlier. There was like it looked primarily more like a ranger's outpost. So you would have found a couple different like kind of calcified objects overall that looked like measuring devices or old tools at some point in time that have since kind of been like rock has like calcified over them or like growth has quite literally disintegrated them. Um, Again, no sign of any like paper or ledgers or anything like that, which is strange. But there were like a number of those like would look to be like dull looking gems that
Yeah, I
were
did want to
studded
pick
along the
some of those up if I
passageway
could.
heading. They are currently embedded into the wall, so I will need a
Fuck.
other aid. So you will have to
Can I
make a
touch one?
strength. Yeah. Ding ding
Does
ding.
it do anything?
Nope.
Hmm.
Can Raya study the wall a little bit? He's not just so he can figure out like just feeling across it. A good place to strike at it so that it's less about strength and more about him hitting the right place to dislodge it.
To just like, take one of the stones out? Sure.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a. I'll give you a survival check.
With dexterity or just survival?
Straight to survival, because this is first to understand as to what you're hitting.
Okay. That is. What is that, a 14? Yeah, I know what 1 plus 3 is with plus 10. That's a 14. I swear
14.
I'm good at math.
Math.
Yeah, you know that limestone itself is actually kind of like a softer stone in general, just because of the. But it also has the possibility of self-regenerating because when like minerals and water drips onto it and similar, it actually that's one of the
Limestone's
reasons
so fucking cool, y'all.
it's great.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit softer, so you would know that like at one particular point that you could definitely it's not strength, but it's just like finding the leverage underneath in order to pop them out. So I would give you a. Give me an athletics check instead of just a straight strength check.
I can work with that. It's still the same damn thing, but whatever. 10.
Emotionally, they're very different.
And total?
10 total.
10 is not quite enough. They're pretty well like embedded into the wall itself, and it's.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is not work. Sappy, can you please open this pickle jar for me?
Yeah, what?
No,
Sure?
no, no, no. He wouldn't say open the pickle jar. It's like
Do
help.
it.
It's
Yeah.
like help me out and just he would show him just exactly where is like how he's doing it and where he's trying to apply that leverage. All he needs is just someone stronger than him to do it.
I can certainly try.
You can make an athletics check at advantage if Raya, since Raya is helping you.
Sick. Athletics. Alright. Come on. Oh! Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Cool.
The
How
distant,
did that-
possibly good.
At advantage, I rolled 2 13s. That's kind of impressive. So, total of 15.
15. 15 is enough in order to pry one of the
Hey.
gems loose. They do
Just
have like as you
get my
kind of pull
nails
it
in
at this
there.
point in time, you can kind of like brush off the dust off of them. You can see that they do have faint elvish runes, sylvan runes in them.
Da, 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 da.
And Raya would read them.
That you know that they are magic runes. You don't, but
Can I?
make an Arcana check for you.
Can I?
Oh,
Sure, both of you
okay.
can make Arcana checks.
Okay, this is gonna be terrible. Yeah, that's
got
a
this.
7, so that's 6.
Yeah, you don't know that it's magic. It makes your brain hurt.
Okay. e- This seems like it runs sort of on etheric energy. She does not care.
Oh,
It's pretty.
Ryan.
Hmm?
Could I?
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah. Right. You know this kind of stuff, right?
indeed I do. It is literally my one thing.
You
Yeah,
got
we know.
coffee.
All right. Words hurt, Safi.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
already
That's why I
been
say
nearly
them.
murdered on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Arcana check.
Please.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. 21.
You would recognize the continual light spell that has been carved into these.
Ooh, and can I just activate it?
You can activate it by putting a cantrip into it.
Go for it. Yeah. Boom.
Oh,
I'll put dancing
wait.
lights into it.
Wait, any cantrip?
Any cantrip. Because theoretically at this point in time it's not what the fact that it's not the cantrip at this point in time, it's more that they require the magical restart. So you cast like a little bit of a cantrip into it, and boom, it comes back to this almost like this faint, very very light, almost like white bluish hue that kind of fills up in the cavern around you. So
Can I do that with all the other gems I saw?
sure, 1 second.
Raya would help with that.
So you do. So, okay, so
Yeah.
meh. So there, that one there, there, there.
The music might be deeply
Yeah.
unsettling, but the ambiance is 10 out of 10.
There, and there. As you do kind of like release it into them, you do see as a chain of lights begins to spring up down the hallway.
Oh boy.
Ooh, we're blinded by the
The
lights.
light. All right.
Oh,
That
which hold on a second.
is
That should be.
good.
Why are you not? Let me just double check, make sure these are actually providing the light they should. That should be there.
Are we about to move maps?
Yeah, look at. Depending, are you all following the lights?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
I'd assume so.
Alright. As you all follow the lights, like heading through the water and then following it down through the cave itself, you begin to descend down into the earth itself. Traversing for along perhaps like maybe a quarter of a mile down and down and down.
Ooh.
You begin
Jesus.
to see these trails of thick, heavy roots winding their way through the soil and through the rock and stone. And you begin to find yourselves walking upon a cobbled path, or at least the remnants of one, as you descend further and further down. And eventually, you'll all find yourselves walking into this chamber that's stepping down into the few cobbled steps and like actual proper stone steps once more, seeing roots everywhere within a chamber itself.
Show us.
I see darkness.
Oh,
With
hold
no
on.
It is
parent.
dark.
Hold on just a minute.
Papa. Papa, it's dark, Papa. I cannot see.
You might need to scroll down.
Oh, yeah, there we are, right at the bottom.
This shit's
Big
this is
map.
bigger. This is bigger than I thought it
Oh.
was.
Large map.
Oh,
Boy. Oh, gang, we're in it now.
This is fine.
And-
Is that sense of Fae from my primeval awareness stronger here?
Very strong here.
Okay.
Terrace will say this. The Fae stench is far, far stronger here. Everyone be wary. Perhaps this is the gate they spoke.
They said it was malfunctioning.
there are very little shadows here, ain't there?
It's very
There are
bright.
like much of the areas you can see that these bright bioluminescent fungus.
Oh.
And even as you actually begin to pass by, you begin to see these almost like blue glowing cracks on these enormous roots, where you can see almost like this phosphorescent sap like it through edges of different pieces and chunks.
The way my brain
Right.
immediately said, Suser, Suser, Suser.
But it's a very prism. There's like almost like this sense of not necessarily being close to the divine, but being close to just this warmth of natural energy. It's actually quite like warm, but to the temperature like it's about maybe 70 degrees down here. It should be cooler, but there's like kind of this natural warmth. You can see green grasses that are growing around these roots of this enormous like branch in around here. The path itself like winds down these further and further along this path and steps itself, as it traipsing back and forth through this enormous cavern, and Terrace, you begin to hear kind of this faint, almost like crackle, like very very faint crackle of energy, almost like kind of just against your senses as you're descending down. Like your hair is like standing on end as like kind of like flicks of these blue sparks travel between your feather and your hair. Saffron, the same thing for you. Allegan, your tattoo like itches at this point in time just from the
That's probably fine.
latent energy within this zone.
Quick question. Can I get a
Mhm.
bit of that sap?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Does Ryan feel anything about this?
Ryan, you can go ahead and make a history check or nature.
What?
Ooh.
Oh God. All right.
Ooh.
Shit.
Lord.
Xander, what?
Oh.
I grabbed a Xander dice because it was the closest. That was a nat 20.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
Hell
funny.
yeah.
There have been times when you spent with your mentor in self that like a number of different lessons in terms of magic when he tutored you that kind of glazed over or they didn't really resonate. One thing that did kind of like stick with you is these stories about these natural fonts of magical energy known as ley line nexuses. and how they are these upwellings of natural magic within the world that are typically linked and can be triggered and tapped into for enormous magical potential. And frequently, though, that because of how magic is a natural force within the world, that it is very much so this life-breathing force of energy. And that, but because of this natural connection to magic, it can quite often infuse itself into the nearby plants and fauna and animals and give them additional properties or make them highly potent in many different ways.
Safi would like to start sneaking
Sure thing.
because
Yeah.
he's feeling an itch in his skin right now, being so surrounded by so much magic, and it feels like a hairball is starting to come up.
Fair enough.
So
Raya,
he's gonna start sneaking,
Okay.
sort of
Raya
hugging the
would
walls.
Raya would say outside, ley line necklaces. This is. I think this is a ley line nexus, guys.
As you
Yeah,
round the
would-
corner, you see your compatriots are far ahead of you.
Do
Hold on.
would I know what that is? Would
Well,
that be within my learned?
if you both finish rounding the corner,
Yes.
Eh,
This one?
Ooh.
Oh!
Yo!
wha-
Immediately, Raya's.
Uh,
As soon as he sees
hold on a
something
second.
in there,
Hold on a second. We'll go back there as you all kind of enter around this kind of corner and stop, as you see what can only be described as possibly a hole in the world, or something similar, but as an enormous portal that descends down, but engraved with runic markings around its exterior, glowing brightly, heavy stones set around the outside edges that glint and gleam, while roots dig down deep into the stone parts of itself and weep this phosphorescent sap. And I think there is a great place for us to leave it up until next time.
what?
Oh, but I want to know what. Ah!
I wanna know.
Dude.
What?
we
What?
got to a hole in it. We got to a hole in
Everything
reality
is
where magic is
fine.
pouring out, and you're just like, so find out
Next
next time
time.
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I don't want to wait a week.
Fuck. Oh
Hey,
my
it's
god.
better
At
than
least
waiting
it's not
2
two.
weeks.
At least it's not 2, but
It's not two. There
Ah!
is that.
And what are these guys? Who are these fuckos?
Oh, you would
Are they
see
fishes?
these astral-looking eel-like creatures like swimming in the space of these as these motes of starlight and bits of like speckle of magical energies. They float up and around, and almost like kind of this gravity well effect as they're kind of swimming around in open space. Well, in the open air, excuse me.
I'm jumping in.
monkey.
Oh no.
You
Don't do that.
right?
This is absolutely the astral gate that they were talking about
Yeah.
that was misfunctioning.
Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the constellation
Pray to
door.
God, it's like, pray to God, nothing is like nothing terrible happens while
Yeah.
it's like while we're here.
Everything is
Eh.
fine.
But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in us on this episode of And We Went Out Roving. Where will a lot of intrepid adventurers find themselves next time? We'll have to see as to what secrets lie beyond this doorway or otherwise.
Everything's super cool and okay.
Everything
Yeah.
is awesome. Everything is absolutely awesome.
Thank you for allowing us
Ah.
to take a short rest because otherwise this would have been real bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I needed my strength points back. I'm so glad we had the chance to heal.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm, mhm.
Same.
Me and my 3 hit points.
Yeah, if we had about
my
another
God.
hour or so, I would say we can probably continue. But it is approaching almost 11 o'clock for D and for
Yeah,
Fox.
we've been going for
Yeah.
just shy of 4 hours. It's a pretty good session.
Yeah. It is. We did
Yeah.
quite a bit. We did 2 whole combats.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 whole combats.
You fought some ooze. You fought an ooze. You fought a will-o-wisp. You fought some shadows.
Those
You found
will-o-wisps.
lore.
Yo, that will-o-wisp
Can-
had
We love
hands.
lore.
Lord.
Oh my god. That took me below half.
Yeah, came up and just like
Ah.
slapped you in the back of the head.
Just it full tasered me.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, are
I'm-
you awake? Are you sure?"
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
double
yeah.
check that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
I
fact
found a
that
funky
no, no.
sword.
Riot made the shadows look like
so many
absolute.
things.
It's like absolute bitches in their own element. Just like
Yep. Just Batman in it.
It's great.
all right.
Ugh,
No, this is
next
gonna
week,
be
next week.
amazing.
I'm so glad we don't have to wait 2 weeks for this.
I
This is
know.
going to be
Same.
rolling around in my head for the next week.
Just to double check, the 24th is everyone's good, or are we?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be good.
All
I'll
right.
be there.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
excellent.
the week after, but
Yes, because the week after is like holidays for people. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
holidays,
friends over.
and then on the the Monday after the 4th, I'm still gonna be stuck at the airport.
Oh.
just fuck them and leave them be. D&D cliffhangers.
Yeah.
I'll have to find you an
Seriously.
even bigger cliffhanger for next week. So you'll
No.
You
That's mean.
You cheeky
That's
dick
just
waffle!
mean.
Don't do that.
on the days that we don't play, I think I might do some stream some official art
Ooh.
for the
Heyo.
game.
I do,
Heyo.
Hell
I do expect
yeah.
like one of these off-stream days is like for like Safi just like to pull up the Algona Terrace corkboard as the show like the romance. Like,
I will
Look,
absolutely
like I
make
said-
one.
Like I said, in character slideshows.
Yes.
If anyone would like to do some art of the campaign and have it shown off, both on our socials as well as at the end of our streams, you can submit that through our Tumblr or through email. You can find the link that's in chat right now. Likewise, if you ever want to chat with us,
Yeah.
shoot us a message. We're always happy to answer questions on Tumblr or via email if you have any inquiries.
Indeed.
Or on the Discord. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
As for the rest of my streaming week in general, commissions are open. Taking commissions tomorrow, the next day, and the day after. If you would like one, hit me up. Because I have all 3 days completely open and free right now. You can find the prices over on my card or on my Discord. Links for both are down below. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. May you roll as many natural 20s as we were rolling today. And yeah, have a good one, gang.
thank you all very much for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.